and that's forever true. February fire, time to set the mood. Tonight your bodies will be placing on the pedestal. This ring symbolizes my love, and that's forever true. Time gave us all we need, right on schedule. I can never see myself thinking less of you. The way people lied in the past, don't let it pressure you. I'm nothing like them sorry ass niggas that be sweating you. An insecure ex you had that always questioned you. Fire being made in this room, now baby let it brew. Whatever fire touches, it burns and leaves residue. The flame that I'm feeling, it grows when I get next to you. Reneging on playing your role is unacceptable. Giving me the bedroom eyes make me a vegetable. I'm stuck thinking all of the ways I want to pleasure you. Who would have thought a better me could make a better you? I can't lie, it's a blessing to be sexing you. February fire, let it set the mood and let it take you to some places that you never knew. February fire, it's a blessing to be next to you. You say you know about these flames, but I don't think you do. February fire, that's a blaze for you, shorty. Would you do it for me? You would do it for me. I said February fire, let the flames and you fly away on the couch by the fireplace. February fire, time to set the mood. At this level in the game, we can never lose. This ring symbolizes my love, and that's forever true. Similar to girls in the past, but they was never you. The proof is right here when you laugh, that's what I'm telling you. They was no good from the start, now let me tell the truth. Lies, it can spread like fire on who you tell it to. But love so submissive, it do whatever I tell it to. Sex that we have in this bed is unmeasurable. Doggy style, watching it move, it ain't a better view. This is what I need in my life, is what I said to you. It's more than just the meaning of life, it ain't dead to you. Steam coming off of your body, it's so impeccable. I'm Bluetooth with it, and baby, we so connectable. Specialty committing this arson, I be professional. Burn every inch in this room is what we left to do. February fire, let it set the mood and let it take you to some places that you never knew. February fire, it's a blessing to be next to you. You say you know about these flames, but I don't think you do. February fire, that's a blaze for you, shorty. Would you do it for me? You would do it for me. I said February fire, let the flames and you fly away on the couch by the fireplace.
Intimacy. Just saying and thinking the word intimacy makes me feel some kind of way. It's just not physical for me, but it also could be your intellect, spirituality, or the words you convey. Let's talk about the physical, that first touch.
Hey yo, you ever been to heaven, girl? I'ma make this shit clear. Take your phone with you, gotta call me when you get there. Your body like a road map, leading me to kiss here. When I get to certain parts, I easily forget where. First I'm kissing that thigh, then I'm kissing that thigh. Kissing on your left breast, then I'm back on that side. Kissing on the pussy, got it looking like it's back. Moaning in the bed like you do, shorty, that's mine. Let me see though, tell me that you need more. Got my fingers cutting through the water like a speedboat. Now it's my turn, this is what your knees for. You already know, go slow when you deep throat. Yeah, you all that, but you know I want it all. Girl, it's only one to you, so you the only one to call. So forever be the only one I'm loving on. Say it louder when I splash through your waterfalls. This what you here for, we gon' have a great time. Sex in the air, the panties falling to the wayside. What you do with me, I gotta say it truthfully, cause all that talking you've been doing really ain't new to me. No, it ain't, really, no, it's not. Don't be trying to change up, I'ma say it one more time. This what you here for. We gon' have a great time. Sex in the air, panties falling to the wayside. It's a kush cloud. Now you know we getting high. This is where it all falls down. Don't kill a vibe. Girl, your body like a car. Wanna chill and drive. Should I push it to the limit when I get inside? 24s. When they bounce, girl, you one of those. And you got the work magic in your underclothes. Before the camera, baby, do it. Make a wonder pose. And let a nigga strike your booty like a thunderbolt. From now on, I won't treat you like these other hoes. So don't you ever make me wonder when you coming home. Play games. Nah, bitches better run alone. And if she for the streets, fuck it, I'ma let her roam. Yeah, and that's facts with proof. I was a little off track, but now it's back to you. You told me to have my way with it, act the fool. And of course, now let me show you what I have for you. This what you here for. We gon' have a great time. Sex in the air, panties falling to the wayside. What you do with me, I gotta see it truthfully. Cause all the talking you've been doing really ain't new to me. No, it ain't. Really, no, it's not. Don't be trying to change up. I'ma say it one more time. This what you here for. We gon' have a great time. Sex in the air, panties falling to the wayside.
The crown of my head to my lips and breasts and in between my thighs. Give me pure bliss. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy physical intimacy. But when we can vibe with pure and true intellect, that means a lot for me. Resonating with the power to feel and give knowledge to each other. When you have a spiritual connection with someone, that's a different type of intimacy. To be related or join in spirit with someone can be so satisfying, especially when it's done right.
No need for all the fuss, bitch, you getting curved. Now you waiting for the bus, sitting at the curb. You never knew about trust, that's a nigga word. It was never really about us, bitch. They wanna know what I've been up to. Money making got a few bitches mad cause a nigga didn't cuff you. Love made a nigga not trust you. How you tryna curve me, shorty, when I already fucked you? You was showing me the biggest slut in your mama house, doing everything I said do on your mama couch. Sure you was. Why you tryna front like you don't know what's up? You was on your knees giving head while I was rolling up, treating my dick like a blunt. You was pulling it. Shit is what you must have had for lunch, cause you full of it. Cause a nigga called you for some pussy. Now you acting up, you kinda like a sexy red song. Girl, you whack as fuck. How quickly you forgot is why I'm mad at you. What makes you think I give a fuck about your attitude? At least suck a nigga off, show some gratitude. If not, I could call another bitch just as bad as you. Clicked on her. Ain't no way a nigga fall for that. Reality checked on the bitch. Now she calling back the games. I could play with your head. It's quite damaging. Voicemail, hear what you said, cause I ain't answering. Now I gotta curve you like you think you curving me. That's why I put the phone on silent. You disturbing me. Truthfully, this is what you get. I done warned you. I curve you faster than somebody turning corners. Dangerous. No need for all of us, bitch, you getting curved. Now you waiting for the bus, sitting at the curb. You never knew about trust, that's a nigga word. It was never really about us, bitch, you a bird. No need for all of us, bitch, you getting curved. Now you waiting for the bus, sitting at the curb. You never knew about trust, that's a nigga word. It was never really about us, bitch, you a bird.
I heard your voice on my phone for a day or two. We used to talk and see each other at least 3 or 4 times a week. I seen you down the way, hanging out at the shop with the crew. You didn't even speak. So I pick up my phone, because you know I'm gonna need some clarity. No response. I began to get worried and hope that everything's okay. Anxiously awaiting to receive that text message, phone call, or DM, a phone alert. I get excited. Look at my phone. It's just my friend. So I text you a message. Hey, love. how are you doing today? You respond back quickly, but just with the word only, okay. Let me know something, because this silence is driving me crazy. Because my mind and heart tells me you acting a little shady. Are you ghosting, doing all that ducking and dodging? Oh, wait a minute. Nowadays, they call this curving.
Welcome to the Love Palace. I am your host. Goddess D of Love. Welcome to the Love Palace. I am your host. Goddess D of Love. Love. An intense feeling, or deep affection, for something, or someone. At the Love Palace, we tap into the mind, body, and soul. But most important, the heart. So come through. Relax, chill, and vibe out. With Goddess DNA. At the Love Palace. Feel the vibe. Oh yeah. You feel me?
Hey, peace and love, queen. Oh, I had to stop. My bad. That was dope.
Look, Sadi's ready, y'all. Sadi's ready. Let's go,
I was
Sadi.
like, that was good. I thought I was on mute. Okay.
It's okay. Peace and love to everybody. Let me mic check. Make sure y'all can hear me. Throw some hearts in the chat for me, y'all. Let me know what's good. I'm excited about tonight, y'all. Make sure my mic, can I get some hearts? Let me know I'm good. And then I'll go and check, make sure I'm good. And then y'all heard Sadi. Can y'all hear her as well? Are we good? Somebody let me know something. Hey. So, well, I want to talk real quick. Well, can y'all hear me? Somebody
Yes.
put a heart, some hearts. Okay. Thank you. So, guys, I know you heard. You can go to Dangerous. Shout out to Dangerous Music, y'all. Those 3 songs was part of his February Fire. I was gonna stream it directly to the channel, but it was acting up, so I actually had to play it and do it the way I did. So, if you want to go see the graphics he has towards those songs, go ahead and go to DBD Music and go over there and check him out. Subscribe, and then you make sure go to Goddess D of Love as well, y'all. But those 3 songs, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Dangerous, again for allowing me to be on those 2 songs, and I appreciate it. And more to come. Y'all check him out. Shout out to Dangerous, y'all, and all my New York people. Y'all already know that's one of y'all peeps. So let's go. Mic check for Kimosh. Kimosh, can I get a mic check for you?
Hey guys, hey.
All right.
Hey,
Girl, hey. So let me go ahead and go through the chat. Make sure, get everybody. Dangerous is in the building. Thank you, Dangerous. Like I said, I didn't play it from the computer because it'd be skipping, and I wanted to make sure at least we could hear it without no interruptions, because you know how StreamYard be. So, but like I said, everybody go to Dangerous and check his music out for the February Fire. Peace and love to Big Dog Philly. Go ahead and subscribe to him as well. Thank you for showing up. Much love and respect. Hey, Miss T is in the building. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Thank you for showing. Hey, Sis Chrissy. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. My sis stars, Blended Healing and Tiara Latrice are in the building. Thank you guys for showing up. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Albert. Thank you for showing up as well. Shawanda, thank you for showing up. Peace and love to you all. Antisocial, beautiful. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Let me see. I think I got everybody so far, y'all. I think. Thank you for showing love to everybody. Hey D Shep. Oh, my Vegas. How I forget my Vegas buddy. Hey D Shep. Thank you for showing up as well. I appreciate everyone of y'all for showing up. Tonight's topic, I'm excited about it because I talked to Sadi and Kimash. This is something that needs to be talked about, which everything is that we do at the Love Palace. And I just want to thank everybody for showing up. And you guys see, we're going to respect each other on the panel and in the chat, because that's what we do over here at the Love Palace. And if it's not that way, you will respectfully get blocked or taken off the channel. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to the Enemies Public. He has a live that he did about respect that I think all ladies and gentlemen should definitely go listen to, because it was well said. The Enemies Public, if you do happen to watch this, well said. And I think that a lot of our men need to go check that live out, because he really broke it down how the men need to respect each other as well. So thanks, shout out to him. Hey, prettiest eyes, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. So of course, real quick, we are not having poetry night tomorrow because there's a party in my city. The Super Bowl is here in Vegas, so we're not going to do that. But the other reason why we're not going to do that is because, let me pull this up. We have one of the persons on the network, that Dre Cobb is having a special interview tomorrow, and he is dropping some music. So we're going to be supporting him. Check Dre Cobb's link and also my community wall so we could go ahead and support him as well along with this. This is 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go check him out. So we will not be having poetry night tomorrow, but me and Sadi do have something, of course, a little bit of something to share with y'all tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Sadi Queen real quick so she can go ahead and do her little poetry for y'all, and then I'll do mine. Go ahead, Sadi.
All right, peace and love. So tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about how healthy we are spiritually, mentally, and physically. So just wrote a little something on maybe how we can tap in. How healthy are you spiritually, mentally, physically? I mean, seriously. See, everything I build begins with love. And so your opinion is wilderness between knowledge and ignorance, innocence and innocence, and no offense with this ignorance that we have commenced must be fixed. If we know thyself, then we may love ourselves, and then we shall heal thyself. So I stand on that. Ashe. Ashe.
Look, I was on mute. Sorry, sis. I'm like, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Yay. Let's go. I didn't realize I was on mute. I don't want to interrupt you. So thank you for your beautiful poetry.
Of course.
And let's see. I got something too. A little something as well. Once again, y'all check out that Dangerous and Goddess of Love, y'all. I'm happy about that. All right, let's go. So, I actually didn't have a title this time. Sadi, can you believe that? But it's on the same lines of that, and just something real quick that I have here. So here goes mine. We all have heard the saying, you are what you eat. It has so many meanings. We automatically think of food, but there is consumption of mind, body, soul, causing us to do an overhaul cleaning. Be aware of what we intake into our mouth is just as important as the consumption of the mind. Be conscious of what you read, watch, and listen to, These things can be toxic and can cause you to be unkind. Taking in unhealthy processed food can cause severe health problems, heart attacks, types of diabetes of many types. Receiving and taking negative energy entering your mind and spirit can cause anger and make you gripe. Learning what to do physically to help strengthen your heart, vital organs, and strengthen your muscles. Praying or meditating, a good inspiration conversation, doing what you need to help vibrate and create a good hustle. Knowing that everyone's body is different, that what works for you might not work for everyone. Giving information so you can research and receive what you need to do within your seasons. So I speak these words out of love for becoming a better you, and it's a genuine and from the heart, helping you to become healthier, detoxing body, mind, and spirit so you can be your own work of art. Ashe. All right, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. So we're gonna get. Let me see if I miss anybody that has stepped in back into that. I don't think I miss everybody. Everybody's still okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the topic. Thank you, Blended. We're gonna go ahead and get into the topic, which is how healthy are you? This was also inspired by something Greedy Vegan. I'll be also sharing with you. We have a challenge going on starting Monday. We'll talk about that as well. So this also sparked that. But not only that, to be transparent with everyone, from February 1st to February, see, it's the 10th now, so the 8th, I have lost 3 people in death. And one was from cancer. My cousin was 27 years old. The other 2 were heart attacks, and they were late 40s, early 50s. And it just makes me be like, wow, like it really, I was really taken back, especially by my cousin. I know that cancer is something that they say there's no cure, like they say with many things. But the fact that she was only 27 years old really, really struck me. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm here living my life and doing my thing. And she has a 9-year-old daughter that now my cousin, her mother her and her husband have to, raise her daughter for her. So it really sparked how healthy are we really are, and what can we do? Things that I have done in my life to become healthier, things that I'm going to do, and things that other people have done, things we can implement. And of course, like I said, we're gonna implement this challenge that Greedy. Hey, shout out! See, he's in the building. Hey, Greedy, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. That he has put in the forefront for us to do, to detox our body. And it's not saying that we're not putting anyone down, but like he was saying in a live earlier and today and last week, detoxing is like an oil change. Like when you have a car and there's so many miles, you got to go get your oil change. You flush it out. You get everything refreshed. And that's why we are doing this challenge, to encourage people to at least flush your body out. And then, of course, we have OG Philly in the chat. He's the smoothie king. He always says a smoothie a day will keep the doctor away. And he has a true testimony of how himself, as well as his mother, that's, I think, in her 80s, if I'm not mistaken, is still doing well by taking certain minerals and vitamins and herbs, I should say. So this is what really helped strike this live tonight, because it doesn't matter if you eating meat and eating fruit and vegetables, because all of it is somewhat, what they say, contaminated with pesticides, even vegetables, and we know how they're doing the meat. But what are we doing to live a healthier life physically? What are we doing to make sure that we are doing the best of our ability to make sure that we have longevity? So with me personally, I felt like I needed to do the challenge because I just felt like I was full of crap, literally. Like I was like, oh, I need to detox. And shout out to Chrissy because she did a parasite cleanse that she said you can actually get this stuff at Walmart and it'll help you do the parasite cleanse. So I definitely going to look into that as well because many people don't know that they're turn it down a little bit, Kima.
Okay.
Okay. Many people don't know that they have parasites in their body and it could cause a lot of illnesses. The first time that I did a fast with Aladdin, shout out to my son, I did a 14-day, it was a liquid fast. We did juice, water, and tea. And I actually seen a parasite. Like I wasn't trying to describe it to him, but I was like, oh my God, something was in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I actually seen that there was a parasite. Like it was really crazy. And by doing that fast, y'all know that I have rheumatoid arthritis. So doing the fast definitely helped me to lose weight, a tremendous amount of weight. Let's see, I think when I first started, I got down to like 80 pounds. I gained a little bit of it now, but that's why I'm about to do this fast. I know what to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to lose some weight, that's definitely the way to do this as well. Like I said, these are just suggestions. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying things that worked out for me. And Monday I'll be incorporating going back to the gym because I fell off a little bit these last couple of months. But now I'm going to incorporate going back to the gym to make a healthier me, and also drinking certain teas and just trying to stay away from. Even though I am plant based, that's what I like to call myself, a plant-based eater. I can do a lot better because there's still things that are not good as plant-based. So I'm more into getting into making my own things, like making. I was telling Kimash today I had a form of beef and broccoli, which I made the mushrooms taste like broccoli and had beef and broccoli, but I still had that grease. But what I did do, I didn't have that much grease. I had a little bit of vegetable broth, I should say, not oil, that I cooked with, and it worked like an oil because I heard this on um, somebody's channel. I forgot who channel it was that was a vegan, so I did that as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to exercising. Oh, you're exercising now, Tisha? um, exercising and implementing things in my diet. And also, because I have rheumatoid arthritis, I'm going to start getting regular massages, which I'm supposed to be doing on a regular basis as well. Because really, arthritis is they tell you not to, you need to move, you need to walk. And I got lazy. So I'm really getting back into doing that. Well, okay, Tiara says she's doing the fast now. Okay, that's wonderful. So, Sadi, what are some of the things you do physically to be healthier? What are your thoughts?
So
Oh, and
physically,
I dropped the link. I thought I pinned it, but go ahead.
oh, yeah, no worries. So physically, yeah, I like to fast, detox, do a cleanse. We all start with different parts of the body, or really the mind, body, and soul. But physically, I learned a lot of discipline from it. You just gotta listen to your body. You know what your body needs, right? Like it's magnet, it's energy. So, like my juju would say, you're as flexible as your spine. So stay physically active every day. I like to do my yoga, my walking, being with nature, and I just like to stay still. I really like to just meditate. So yeah, I like to try to do little challenges. I'm not like a die go hard in the gym kind of gal. I'm a busy gal though. I keep physical every single day, but I just make sure that you know I'm in alignment. We're all in balance. So yeah, a little bit of that.
Okay. And
Mhm.
yes, pretty as eyes. Once I find out, um, I know Chrissy was in the chat. I don't know if she know the name, but once I find out what it was for the parasite cleanse, I'll let you know, pretty as eyes. Definitely. This is what like we are doing that for. Um, I know Kima. Go ahead, Kimash. I know. What are some things that you I already know what your
Oh
number
yeah,
one.
I know what I'm gonna say. The
Yep.
most natural cure you can get is water.
Mhm.
Water. Hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself. It will help with a lot of things that's going on. Definitely, people are walking around dehydrated at alarming rates, and they don't know. My niece went in there. She had headaches. She was having stomach aches. Just all types of things going on, and she was majorly dehydrated and didn't know. They gave her a few bags, you know, the liquid, and she was fine. And a lot of your organs start shutting down when they're not correctly hydrated. A lot of things start happening to you. You having symptoms of other diseases, and you thinking it's something else, and it's hydration. The most thing that's on this earth is water, people. I don't even know how to keep explaining this, why it come to me like this. But this is why we mostly water. If you do not have this substance, you're going to suffer a lot of things. And that's even when you're doing different diets and having different fasts. You have to keep hydrated. It's just known.
Absolutely. And while you were speaking, I was drinking some water. And
Mhm.
I personally drink spring or alkaline water, even though, and like I said, these are just suggestions because everybody's going to always say, well, that's not good too, and this not, but we're going to try or do our best to get the best form of these things. So that's,
Exactly.
like I said, this live is about just to giving people information of how to become a healthier you and to know if you are not a healthier you. And Kimash, I totally agree with you. If I get a headache during the day, I know it's because I didn't drink enough water.
Exactly. And people, let me tell you, you can overdo anything. Don't go drowning your organs because that is possible.
Mhm.
You can overdrink and drown your organs. I don't know nobody who's going to do that to the extreme anyway, but that can happen. Too much of anything is not good for you. But a balanced water is especially good. I have this thing on my social media where it's telling you the times mostly basically it's great to drink water and have it on your nightstand, guys. Have it on your nightstand. They say it could prevent a stroke in the middle of the night, a heart attack. It prevents a lot if you just have a bottle or two on your nightstand. You're not feeling well, just drink one before you're not going to bed. If you having backup problems, drink it. Just drink some water.
Right. Shout out to the Smokers Lounge in the building. Peace and love. Chris Cyphers in the building. Let's go. Yes. So, Kimash, I totally agree with you. And also, I know that drinking water is good for the skin. Go ahead, Sadi. I seen you wanted to say something. Good for your skin as
Oh
well.
yeah, and I was just gonna say, make me sweat,
Let's go.
make me lose
Yes.
my breath.
My beautiful poem from Saudi. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I
Stay
love it.
hydrated. Drink them H3Os. I'm glad you
Yes.
love it.
So, what a lot of people don't know is a lot of the best water that you can really get is from fruits. Now, like I said, I'm not a scholar or a doctor or nothing. This is just things or people and doing things in my research. So you could do your research as well. And you guys always hear me and Kimas, even though it be a liquor beverage, but we do love watermelon. Watermelon, of course, because it has water, but a lot of the fruits have water in it. Now,
Hmm.
and that's the water that is really, really good for your body. Shout out to Yaki, if y'all have not, he's on YouTube as well. Yaki Awakening. He has some very good information about fruits. And I was, let's see, last year when I went to Colorado was in October. The last time I went, it was in October. Started exercising, and then of course Aladdin had me eating fruit and stuff, and then we only had like a cooked meal or something in the evening, and I
Hmm.
had did a fruit fast prior to that. And when I'm telling you, I started walking and moving so much better. And those that seen the video on my birthday, I actually was able to dance, get up and dance with nobody. I went to a gala and walked into the gala without the wheelchair. So like these are things that have helped me. And since I noticed that since I haven't been doing them like I supposed to, I can feel my body tensing back up. I'm like, oh no, 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 we're not gonna do this. I know better. So definitely eating fruits is a very good source of water and it's good for your digestive system as well. Yes, she said, prettiest I said, they also said, let me highlight. And the link is up pinned if you guys want to join the conversation. They also said if you feel like you're having a heart attack, they said start coughing and it's supposed to circulate the heart. Have y'all heard about this? I have not heard about that, but hey, I mean, hey, whatever we can do to sustain our life. Like one of my friends, the man, the young man, because the young king that passed away, he actually was overweight. He had gained a significant amount of weight, and I know that had to deal with his heart, him having a heart attack. So it's like definitely, and I know we love our sweets and we love our different type of. We all have our indulgence because I love sweets too. The fruits sort of take away the. I was like, if I eat a fruit, I love strawberries. I love all fruit. I'm not gonna lie, but that can also take away from that craving of sweetness. A
Yes,
good watermelon. Go ahead, Kimos.
I call it nature Skittles. A fruit bowl and nature Skittles. You know all the different colors and how sweet it is, and it does take away the craving of like just sweets. Cause I know watermelon. I love watermelon, guys. Like if I had one thing to eat and I had to go on the island, I would pick that. I would take watermelon because I love it. But yeah, fruit is yeah, I love fruit too. But I have to have a balance of vegetables with it. I
Right.
don't know. I just will want some vegetables too because I love vegetables too. So
I do as well. This particular fast I'm doing, like I know you're gonna join and you're gonna actually. I'm just excited that you're joining and
yeah.
You said you're gonna have some vegetables with you, and it's okay
Mm,
because I'm like at least you're doing like you are doing something. So I'm excited about
yeah.
that as well. And I think Greedy is just doing. He's really going full fledged, and if I'm not
Oh
mistaken, he's doing
yeah.
grapes. That's all he's gonna do is
Ooh.
eat grapes, y'all. Like
Oh wow.
Aladdin, he's probably busy, but he's actually on a fast right now. I don't know if it's a fruit or a juice fast. I think it's a juice fast, if I'm not mistaken. He's on a juice fast, and he's gonna continue into next week with us on the fruit fast. But like I said in my poem, this is not. This is just tips and things that I found very helpful for me as far when it comes to physical. And I'm actually, like I said, incorporating exercising with it. We need to move because I particularly feel that that's our way. The Creator gave us that we're supposed to walk and be outside,
Definitely.
and especially when you could walk around in nature. Oh my God, guys! Like when I was able to walk at the park and just like walk and go to the bench without being in the wheelchair, I was like, oh my God, this is like
Mhm.
so amazing. I got excited. So like, and I
Really?
could feel the energy of the earth. I like to ground
Mhm.
myself, which we'll get into that as well. But the physical part of moving my body, like I said, if you do have something like fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, gout, your diet and moving around really, really makes a difference. Like I said, I've slacked off in a month and I can feel like, oh no, it's starting to tighten up. So definitely physical workout is a
Yes.
thing that you can incorporate as well, even if it's just a
Yeah.
walk, just
And I
a walk
think
around the block. Yeah.
I'm sorry, dear.
No, go ahead.
I think If you can't physically do anything right now, if you don't get in that the space, um, change your diet right away. And even if you can't get up and walk, do exercise while you're sitting there. Sitting down and try to
Mhm.
strengthen yourself that way. But more your diet change, your body is gonna change. You're gonna be able to get up and start walking and do them things again. But wherever you at, don't think it's too late because as long as you above ground, you still got a chance.
Absolutely. Yes, pretty as I. So that's fibromyalgia. Like I know I have rheumatoid and I have they say that I have that too and osteo. So even look
Ooh.
on YouTube. So my suggestion is there is some actually seated exercises that I was doing. Like and they were really I didn't it was so funny because I had my brother doing them with me and he was like, "Oh my goodness." Like he started sweating. He was like, "Your own body weight actually can it works your own body weight." So they have seated where you can sit in the chair and they're going to show you like different moves and things that you
Mm-hmm.
can do pretty as I. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
over YouTube. If you put that in there you can see those and they was definitely have helped me. Yeah, definitely they say fibromyalgia is cut off sugar. Yep, because it's the sugar that causes the pain. Absolutely. Thank you for showing up, Dolly Bear Fireside. I appreciate you. Hey, Smoke Signal. Peace and love to both of you guys. Thank you for showing up. But
Mhm.
yes, sugar. Woo! I'm
Sugar is
telling y'all,
death.
huh?
Sugar
Go
is
ahead,
death.
Sadi.
It's terrible. I have a
What?
sugar problem
Me too.
also.
Well,
My
you already
sweets is
know.
real. It's
Yeah.
bad.
It's
It's
so funny
bad.
because when me and Sadi was together, and
Uh oh.
Aladdin's at the store with us, and me and Sadi was like, "Ooh, look at they got these vegan cookies, and they got this vegan."
Woo.
We were getting like all the vegan sweets, and he's looking at us, and he like, "There y'all go." And I was like, "Sadi, we're
I'm
just gonna
like,
act
just
like
throw it in the
you."
bag. I don't even care. It's a party. We gonna indulge, okay? But you know what? We gonna walk
And
that
we
out. We
were,
gonna drink our water. But
yeah. I said,
celebrate when you
"Ooh,
celebrate it.
yeah,
But it's like it's all
absolutely."
about discipline and discernment. It's like, okay, you can have a few cookies, but just don't eat the whole thing. And that's what
Oh
happens
man, them
sometimes.
cookies, y'all. Okay, Saudi. Like let me shout out to Dre Cobbs in the building. That's the
Social
man that's
emotional
having the
eating.
interview
Hey,
tomorrow. I just showed
Draco.
that. We'll show that again. But no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everybody this because my family can testify and Saudi knows. They have vegan cookies like at Sprouts and Whole Foods, the chocolate chip cookies.
They're
I'm
really good.
sorry, you guys need to try them because even the people that are not, they eat our cookies like they're that good, like how a cookie is supposed to taste.
Mm-hmm.
And like even my
Um,
grandkids, like we had to actually put our cookies aside, huh, Sadi? Like, who's eating all our
yeah.
cookies? They were
Yeah.
eating all ours because they was like, those are so good. But I've also
Sorry.
learned how to cook more plant-based as well. So I got a lot of different recipes and things that I have incorporated too. And Kimash got to see my chili that I made. And she was like, girl,
Ooh. You
I
make
was
it
like,
so good with all the vegetables, and I'm like, girl, you make me want some chili so bad. It had so many chunks of vegetables. It looked hearty, guys. Like it just didn't look like that regular meat chili where you just see meat. It looked just so good with all them vegetables and stuff in it. It just looked like after you ate it, your body would just be so happy. Like yeah, 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 yeah.
yes. Definitely. Like I have a sweet problem, but I did learn if you put dates, prettiest eyes, dates are so sweet, it'll stop that too. And like we said, those fruits. Y'all making me hungry. Dolly says she has a food problem. Dolly, shout out to Dolly though. She do be having her little cozy setup and be cooking in her kitchen, y'all. Check her
Yeah,
out.
I love her house. It's just
Yeah,
so
check
cozy.
Dolly out.
Her fireplace, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, she be, but we definitely is just to become like I said in my poem and Sadi mentioned as well, a healthier you, and the fact that we are losing people at 27. You guys like
Hmm.
I was so sad. That one took me. That's the one that took me really, because I'm like 27. What? Like, you haven't experienced life. You have a 9-year-old daughter, and it was just like, oh my. And shout out to Gritty Vegan, because with many of you guys do not know, is he had cancer and beat it, hence the name Gritty Vegan. So shout out to him. So this is things that we have experienced. This is not like something that we just read out of a book. I'm around people that have really done this, and I'm a testimony as well. And like I said, we're gonna go on this fruit fast and really get our bodies clean, and then I'm gonna really get to be moving around and doing things. So I want to also talk about being healthy mentally. So for me, before I did anything, let's see, I've been vegan since for 3 years, 2020. I stopped eating meat in 2018. So before I did any of that, I had to get my mental state right. Like before I said I was going to do any of that, I was like, if my mental's not right, I'm not going to be able to do this at all. And the mental state of me was like, D, you want to live, you want to be here for your grandchildren, and you have to love yourself. Finding that self love is what helped me mentally. I had to really, I had some very, very dark days and struggles, especially because my life changed when I moved to Vegas. I moved away from my support, which was my sons, and I had the majority of my family out there. I have family out here, and when my life changed drastically, where I couldn't even move, and it was bad. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? What's going on? And that's when I decided to become a vegan totally. Um, in 2018, I had something happen with my son, and I needed something to distract me. So I decided I'm not going to eat meat. I changed my mental state because it kept me occupied. And I also began to get into meditation, affirmations, mostly affirmations. Shout out to Ayana. I listened to her and different on YouTube. There's more than these sectors and stuff, guys. You know what I'm saying? There's more than that on here. There's meditations, there's mantras, there's so many things that you can do to get your mind mentally. And before I even changed my diet, I had to change my mental state. That's what I had to do before. Many people go in and change their diet, and then, but me personally, without the mental state, I would not be able to do what I'm doing even now. Like I have to get mentally ready. And Greedy mentioned this on his live early, like, because he's doing a hardcore, no THC, no eating grapes for a week and everything. So shout out to Greedy. Like, we're gonna support him and support each other. But he even said he had to get his mind ready. We have to get our mind mentally ready to do this. And part of the mental state of it is knowing that you love yourself, guys. That self-love is gonna make you be like, I can do this. And it's going to help you. Well, I don't want, let's talk about the mental state first. Let's go. So, Sadi, what do you, and then I'll let Kima want to talk about the mental healthiness. What are things that you do or what have you implemented? And once again, if you guys want to join the panel, the link is pinned.
Okay. So yeah, mentally I feel like it is what you were saying as far as like you are what you eat. And we gotta make sure that we're eating a brain healthy diet to support our strong mental health, to be honest. So I definitely do think it starts in the brain, because if you're thinking like, okay, I want to lose weight, right? I want to do this, I want to do that. I heard it all, and it's like you can do that, but it's all in your head. That's why I be telling everybody, like, it's all in your head. So if you have a healthy mind, I feel like it includes like this emotional, psychological, and social well-being, and it affects how you think, like, and how you feel now. So I feel like if you work in unity with your body, it influences you how to handle your stress and how to relate to others and how to make those choices, right? So ways that you can try to cope and handle that maybe is to try to relax and reduce your stress, because we all have that. And we can find ways to learn and be creative. I like to spend time in nature a lot, and connect with others, like, talk to somebody, other like mind folks. And really, you have to look after your physical health too at all times. And and you got to improve on your sleep, because sleep is everything. And you got to do that inner therapy. You got to do that mirror work. You got to do what you love. You got to do what brings you joy. If that looks like contributing with your community or staying active, you got to just set it up. Just write it down. You got to have a visionary for it. So you got to set those goals and eat clean and train hard and never give up and stay positive. So you got to just make sure you just have unhealthy negative self-talk with yourself too, because our subconscious is just really killing us. So them thoughts, them
Right.
negative thoughts are just, So yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to be healthy mentally, or nothing else is gonna align. It starts with the mind. So yeah.
Exactly. I
Hmm.
see D Shep dropped a link in the chat. He said that the link is to grow vegetables in your home, which I am going to do that as well. I'm going to start implementing that as well. So I'm definitely, I need to copy that link. Let me do that now. But go, Kimash, what do you feel? Let me put it up on the screen about being healthy mentally. What does that consist of for you?
For me, it's guarding your heart. Out of it flows the issues of life. And you got that. What that's saying to me is mind the company you keep. The
Mm,
negativity, your circle has to be right, because some people are so draining.
mm,
And no matter if you are trying to do something or positive, and they always surround with the negative talk and the negative doing, the negative, let's go do this, when you trying to do the opposite. And you just gotta guard your peace in your heart. Your peace is like nothing is gonna take my peace away. I already said that. It's friends, family, whoever I think my peace in danger of. Are you gone? I'm not finna deal with it. Not at all. But yeah, I just say guard your heart. And because like Sadi said, the mind is where it starts. Where the man goes, where the mind goes where the man goes. So if
mm.
you something starting in your head, it's gonna end up out. You're gonna end up doing it if you meditate on it long enough. And that's anything that you give power to in your mind. So if you meditate long enough on anything, you're gonna end up doing it. That's why I say make sure you're around people of the same mind, same goals, trying to do. And I'm not saying everybody got to agree with each other. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
What I'm saying is, it's some people that's really just drain you, and you don't know it until you leave. You're like, oh my god! Every time this person come around, and you trying to say something positive, they tell you something negative, or something that
Mm,
happened to them negative, or this that. You're like, oh my god, here we go. And a lot of times you want to make sure people are okay, but don't put yourself in jeopardy trying to help someone else, so you end up where they at, or back where you didn't want to be no more. You know what I mean? Uh,
absolutely.
I say your heart and your peace and your mind. Just be real careful with who you let take part in that with you.
Right. I think being mentally healthy also goes into exercising. Man, if you're not mentally, if you don't want to exercise, if you're not really mentally ready to exercise or go lift or go to a class or whatever type of exercise, you're not going to do it because your mind's like, no. Like you
Hmm.
said, you stated a very good point, Kimash, what your mind is saying is what you're going to do. And I think Chrissy mentioned that today on Greedy's live about you can do anything. And people think that's just a cliche until you actually do it. I used to, all these phrases that my grandma and aunts and them used to say, I used to just think they were phrases. And now I'm like, oh my God, this is really true. Like this really what you think. I said, even with my story, like I'm past the limit of what they said I was going to be here, 11 years past that. And it's because I looked at that doctor and was like, at that time, I said, the devil is a lie. I looked at her and was like, you got me messed up. You know what and I meant that when I watched out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was still eating and really drinking, really, really drinking. Because I thought, okay, I might still have the possibility not to be here. At that time, I was 27. They told me at the age of 40 that I probably wouldn't be here and crippled and so forth. So I was like, I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I had it in my mind that what she told me was not true. And hey, I'm still here, and very grateful. And I need to be very grateful of that because when I found myself, like you said, mentally falling away from those habits, and you want to make sure you are with people that's upbuilding you and uplifting each other. Like you can get drained. Like a lot of my family, I don't be around because I just like, oh my God, you guys are so negative. Like you call them and be like, hey, how you doing today? Oh, well, this hurts and that hurts. I'd be like, oh my God, like this is not why I want to have this conversation.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's like, oh my God, being around those type of people. And then I like, I'm a motivator. That's what I like to do. I like to motivate people and I like to get it back as well. Let's go ahead. Okay, prettiest eyes. Go ahead and get you some rest. Sorry, y'all in the middle. Okay, I'll shade to you. And definitely check out those things. And I'll try to put some stuff on my wall for you. So on my community wall. So now that I know, if you have Instagram, I'm under the Goddess of Love as well. And we can definitely help each other. Okay. But yeah, I like to be motivated too. I think people think I don't like you're so resilient. I don't even like staying strong. You're so resilient and you don't need nobody to encourage you. You got this, girl. Like I used to hear that so many times. You're good. You're just so good. But no, we need people to uplift and tell us to like, and even motivate us. Girl, did you do what you were supposed to do today? Oh, you held me accountable, which is great. That's why I like this challenge we got because we're going to hold people accountable. Like, I feel like if I don't get in this challenge, I'm going to feel like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it's just me. But I know that it's a motivation to know that other people are doing this. And if we're having struggles, we can call each other and talk about like, girl, I feel like eating. Kimash might be like, I feel like eating some chicken today. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, come on, let's go eat let's get some grapes. Let's do something, help each other. And definitely being around like-minded people, it helps your mentality. And like I said, mental health has a lot to do of what you're taking in, seeing, reading, listening to, watching that television can mentally make you unhealthy. Listening to certain things can make you mentally unhealthy. Reading certain things can make you mentally unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only what we put in our physical mouth, it's what we're looking at, touching, seeing, being around. Those things take a big factor. Go ahead, Sadi.
No, yeah, I was agreeing. Absolutely. Everything you absorb, everything you take in, everything. That's what you are. So that's a reflection of what you are. So be mindful, be cautious. I agree, Ashay. Ashay.
And definitely it was let me see, because I had a couple of deaths going on and some things going on, and Kimash was like, girl, you need to just go outside and scream. I said, girl, my neighbors is gonna think I'm crazy. She said, so
I'm having a moment. Let me have my moment.
So she was like, you just tell him, oh girl, I had to let that out. And now I feel better now. The other day when the third death, I had got off the phone with Kimash and I went on my balcony and it was raining, so they couldn't hardly. It was raining hard, and I just screamed because I was like, "What? I don't." I was like, "What is going on?" You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to the creator of the universe, like, "Why? Why? What's up?" You know. And I felt better. I felt better after I did that, because it's like, okay, and then having those type of people around you that's like, girl, you need to go outside. Inside of you even be like, girl, go put your feet in the ground. That's what we were talking about. And Marco Power put a post, because I had learned about this. I want to say it was through Blended Healing, and I had mentioned it on Greedy's channel about grounding your feet and holding your palms up when you're in the sun, because it makes you take all that energy in from the sun. And if you don't believe me, just go try it. That's all I'm gonna say, because people be like, "Yeah, right." It's a whole that sun, something about you just going in the sun and sun gazing, you will feel all them rays. And I know me personally, I do it like a natural heating path, and it's like 110 degrees out here, and I'll be outside. My family and neighbors be like, "This woman is crazy." I'll go sit out there for like 15 minutes to just take it in, and it feels so good to me because it's natural. It's not the heating pad where I gotta get the water, or it's the electric blanket, which you still know things are in there. You know what I mean? It's natural. It feels so good. And so when the sun's not out, I'm like, the sun's not out. I get sad. Like, I can't go out and enjoy the sun like I want to.
Yeah.
So definitely that's part of it as well. Doing those type of things and taking in that sun. Definitely taking in that sun. That's a good source of vitamin D.
Absolutely. Sun
My,
gazing feels amazing.
my mom come in. Where's your blind clothes for? Open these blinds. Open up
Mm-hmm.
everything. My mom come and open
Mm-hmm.
up the whole house. Let's see
Yeah.
some sun in here. Yeah, my mom definitely, because she's a plant grower too, so
Oh yeah.
definitely, yes. You should see her plants. They so beautiful. Oh,
Ooh, I definitely want to get back into that as well.
yes.
Like getting and that having those living plants, because they're living, they'll die in a minute if you don't take care of them properly. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely having those plants around.
Yeah, she talked to them and everything.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's how I'm gonna be talking to my plants. So I'm definitely about to.
Absolutely. You gotta name your plants and love them, and they'll love you back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're connected with nature. So
Mm-hmm.
nature is definitely part of us as well. That's part of our mentality. And so let's go into the spiritual aspect. And so what I'm going to say about this is, when I'm saying spiritual healthy, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about a religion. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about going to church. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about God. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about Jesus. I'm talking about your spirituality. This is what I'm saying. So I just want to make this clear, because I don't want this to be a subject. It's not a subject of, well, this. No, no, that's not what this is. Just
Mm-hmm.
so we are clear, because I do things spiritually for D. I meditate, I do mantras, I listen to certain things, I go outside and ground myself. I even moon gaze when I can. I haven't done it as much because they be like, that ain't safe, girl. Get your butt in the house. So, but because my apartment's not actually towards the moon, so I can't get it like I want to, but there's actually a place not far from where I live where the park is on a hill. So like when on the 4th of July, we go up to the park, and it's like right up the street from where I live, and you can actually see all the city's fireworks. So I used to go up there and moon gaze at night too. So when I sun gaze, I go to that park as well and do that. This is things that I do that I feel helps me be spiritual connected to what I believe. So like I feel that I'm connecting with the creator, my ancestors, and and just the universe. That's what works for me. So when I say healthy spiritually is what works for me. To be unhealthy spiritually means, to me, It doesn't have anything to do with religion or God or a man. It means that you are unhealthy to yourself. You're not doing things to uplift yourself. You're not doing things to help uplift others. So I feel that you need a spiritual connection to help you get to your higher version of you and to keep growing. And if you're not doing those things, to me, that's what I consider being spiritually unhealthy, not based on the Bible, a man, a book, or religion. It's just what do you need to do to get to your higher version of you to connect to your higher self. And I feel that if you don't do certain things, whatever works for you, some call it prayer, some call it meditation, some call it, hymns. It's whatever works for you and it gets you to a higher level of spirituality. That's where I feel you could be healthy at. If it's something that's making you do great things, helping you be the better version of you, helping you help others, to me, that's what spiritual healthiness is. And when you're not doing anything things that are going to help you grow, uh because it all ends up being all together. So to me, like I said, spiritual unhealthiness is anything that is not helping you be the greater version of what you can, or you're not being uplifting and upbuilding to others. I would say that's my definition of being spiritually unhealthy. So you guys want to
Mhm.
comment about spirituality? If you're comfortable or want to say what you want to say about healthy healthy spirituality.
Mine definitely is my prayer life.
Hmm.
I think without that, and a lot of people think it's closing your eyes, getting on your knees. No, I talk to him all day, literally, just the littlest things that frustrates me, the things that mind-boggling to me, and like you said, nature is definitely one of the things that made me feel closer to him. I could stand in front of the big lake, ocean, and you feel so tiny and little against all this water, this body of water, which I always go back to, guys. But I love it so much. It's man, I I really study water, like the different things about it, um, a lot of things that goes on with it. So it also made me feel closer spiritually. And when I'm doing something for someone that's outside of myself that I know they cannot even return the favor, that makes me feel spiritually good too. Because, and then I don't go and tell my right hand what my left hand doing. I don't spread my charitable contributions or anything that I do. I think that's an intimacy I have with him as well. So I take a lot of things like that, and you know, that's what makes me feel closer.
Okay, so how would you describe what would be spiritually unhealthy to you?
To me, it will be treating someone wrong, knowingly. Um, Spiritually unhealthy would be, even like I said before, being around some people that's doing negative, that's have negative intentions. I think
Hmm.
that's very spiritually unhealthy because it messes with your spirit. It makes you don't even know, it depresses your spirit man, because this is not something that you want to be indulging in anyway. So when you get around that type of thing or you going through things like that, I think your spirit man be so down and depressed because you're not following it. You're not letting it go forward, enhance itself.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. That's why I said it's like you said, even like I said, even reading, being around people, something I
Hmm.
could watch on TV, I'll be like, And even on YouTube, in these YouTube streets, like I have been
Oh yeah.
drained and
Hmm.
just been in the clouds. Like,
Hmm.
this is so
Hmm.
simple. Why are you even over here? I be saying to myself, like, you don't even
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know what you're saying. Cause
Yeah.
you look up like I'm still here, and let me
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna
So
drop it down for this, please.
right.
Oh,
Just the negative energy, like I said in my poem, transferring that negative energy and bickering and arguing and to the point where we're saying stuff that's so hurtful and
Mm.
going into
mhm.
personal lives, you know. Go ahead, Sadi. I see you off me. Go ahead.
Oh,
Because you
yeah, I
yeah,
was chiming in.
go
I
ahead.
agree. The negative Nancy's. I resonate with every both you guys were saying. Those negative Nancy's and those energy vampires and like.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, healthy spirituality is basically having, for me, emotional spirituality. It's like having a proper lifestyle that fits my own needs that I enjoy comfortably, as far as having a connection with myself and asking about the meaning and the purpose of life and transcendence and what I would like to understand. So I feel like having a belief in a supreme being in unity with just a greater force as or God or the source, whatever you want to call it. But basically having a guiding sense of meaning and a value, just having a value and a balance and introspection, which is important because it's seen as one and that's the key of the aspect of life. So spiritual
Mhm.
health to me is developing a life, is a purpose in life and having the ability to spend, reflective time alone and taking my time to reflect on,
Yes.
these meaningful events of my life and having a clear sense of right or wrong and discernment and just, doing my best every day, having the ability to explain why I believe what I believe in, what I'm
Hey,
doing and
Dante.
act
Thank you for
accordingly.
coming.
Okay. Peace
Mhm.
and love. So yeah, just expanding my sense of purpose and meaning in life and in our morals. So it's all about peace and purpose and prayer, meditation and hope. So yeah.
Right. And to definitely, like we were talking, how you don't realize that people are draining your energy. Sometimes I don't even recognize the energy drain until after it's over.
Yep.
I'm like, "Dang, why
Right.
am I so
Right.
tired?
It's
Yes.
like,
Why
ooh.
do I have a headache?"
Like, oh
Like,
my goodness. And then
yeah.
you start noticing this when a certain person or certain group or whatever. Yeah, then you're like, oh, okay, now I know what to do.
And energy is so real because, like I said, even here on this app, I don't even be dropping down and I'd be like tuning in and I'd be like, girl, why
Yeah.
you feeling some type of way, you feel weird, and it's like not even being on the panel, not even dropping down in the chat, and I'm like, my energy level is so low. And even being around people in person, like, if, oh man, it's really bad in person. If I feel like any type of like negativity or like you speak negative, I just be like, okay, like I usually try to work with people and be like, oh, let's, I try to make it positive each time. Like I
Mm-mm.
do try to, but if they keep converting back to like, oh well, this that, then I'm just like, you know what,
Mm-mm. This ain't
I'm
gonna
good.
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. So
definitely.
yeah, energy can transfer through an app, through the telephone, definitely in person. The telephone is a way to like I've, like I said, talking to family members and like just, and oh, I'm so sad, nobody loves me. I'm like, oh my god, I did not call for this. I'm calling to see how you're
Exactly.
doing, and you up here being so sad. Now I'm sad. I
Hmm.
done got off the phone and I'm crying and I was in a good
Mm-mm.
mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So definitely, go ahead. Was you gonna say something, Kimos?
Yeah, no, I was agreeing with you. Like, yes, you could be just in a great mood and get off the phone with someone, and they done put the whatever energy and put it on you, and now you're crying and upset, and you wanted to go about your day. Started off so good, and
Mm-hmm.
and third, and you having a real good day, cleaning up, nice time. Oh, this such and such. Hey, how you doing? Um, The earth's not moving right for me. My car broke. It's like, can you find one thing that's good?
Right.
Just tell me one thing, just one thing. You breathing. Let's talk about that.
Right.
You try to get them something to be happy about because I'm like, it couldn't. I know it'd be bad days. Don't get me wrong, guys. We all
Right.
have them, but when I have them, I choose to try to be alone, especially with my
Mhm.
creator. Then that's when you really tap into the intimacy with
Mm.
what your belief is, because that's when it really is needed. That's when you really try to grasp hold of that hope that you have. But yeah, girl,
Absolutely. That is
people.
when I have to be like, okay, y'all, I need to
Hmm.
not no disrespect. I'm not gonna disrespect y'all, but I'm not feeling this. I'm
Yep.
gonna take some time for me. I'm gonna put it on me. And I'm not gonna say it's you. I'm gonna say, I need time. I
Hmm.
need time for me. I'm in my funk right now. You've heard me say this. Kimasha, let me just
Yeah.
dismiss myself
And,
because
and I respected your wishes because
exactly.
at the end of the day, you know what you need. You need
Right.
that time. Me sitting on there trying to make you feel better was not going to do anything because you felt like you had to work it out on your own time when you felt better. Only thing
Right.
I could do is respect your wishes and let your friend let you know I'm here when you ready. You know, and
Thank you, D Shep. Thank you for dropping that link about that. I'm definitely gonna end. You have a good evening as well. Thank you for coming through. Yes. So like even now on the positive side of that, it's a
mhm,
delight. Like I was
mhm,
very delightful tonight to come and be on the panel with you guys. You understand? Like, so there
yep,
is the other side where you're like, oh my God, I'm about to be around these people. Talking to Saudi earlier and you, Kimash, we talk almost every day. Like, it's like, oh, girl, what you do? We act like we ain't talked to each other.
yeah, we do. Like, girl,
Like,
we
it's
need
a
to
whole new, like, and it's when you're around positive people, it makes you feel so good and vibrant.
get
I talked to Blended Healing a lot, and Tiara chimes in, and then Empress Sharon. Like we have our little circle, and just having conversations with them, and them like, "Ooh, girl," and we have good spiritual conversations, but we also talk about life and just things that are funny. Or, girl, did you see this? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a joy to know that you have that. So that's the opposite side of the spirituality and being around people that are uplifting. And I love when I can help uplift if you're having a bad day or you're having something wrong and you have to talk to me. I'm gonna make sure I put in my mind because I know how I like to be treated. So if you're having a bad day, I have to follow that second agreement, which is don't take things personal. And it is hard not to do that sometimes. Like it's hard. Like why you unless you directly say me, I shouldn't take it personal. But if you're telling me you're having a bad day and this is what's going on, I'm gonna try my best to uplift you and give you some encouraging words
hmm
and not take anything you say personal because you might just need to lash out. But if you directly to me and say, no, you D, blah, 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 I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna leave you alone. Let me really give you your space. But
hmm
definitely having building people around you. And I think a lot of people tend to take until it's gone, take it for granted. Like I was one of them ones. I had some very good friends in Colorado, and when I had went through hard times when they weren't here, I felt sad, you know what I'm saying? But I have some very good friends that came all the way from Colorado and was like, no, we're here to check on you. They
hmm
specifically like we're here. And it made me feel so good. But if I would have turned that away, what is that saying? That could
Yeah.
be my blessing.
hmm
Is
Right.
that what I was looking for? So if I would have spoke negatively and be like, why y'all coming around? I don't care. I need to be away from y'all. That is not how it should be. You know what I'm saying? So you're throwing your blessing away.
Yeah.
Whatever your spirituality is, you don't know that could have been sent to you directly. And I had to learn that for myself as well. Like, accept those people. And my aunt told me that, like, people that come into your life that are willing to help you. Because I didn't like asking for help. Ooh, I didn't like asking for help.
Girl, it's that
But I had
Mhm.
to, I had to really become humble. Oh, I don't like that word. I had to
book.
really, I don't know what other word to use, but change my thinking and be like, she was like, no, you've done a lot for people. The reason why I felt like I didn't want to ask for help is because when I did need it, I felt that they should already know. Like, they should know. You should know when
And a
somebody
lot
needs
of
help. You know
people
what I mean?
don't offer, yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy because someone could know you're going through and just want to feel good to have you ask them, which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yes.
You extend that hand that was extended to you. Hands wash hands to me. At the end of the
Mhm.
day, when you know someone's been there for you and you're in a better position and they're not now, and you just sit there and wait for them to ask you, I think it's just something you got in you to want to have power over that person because they helped you before. So you want to let them know, yeah, now I'm helping you type. You know, the weird type of energy people give
Mhm.
out. Crazy. Just,
Yeah.
just the craziest things that
Mhm.
people do. And just because they want to feel like okay, you need me now, and I want you to know that. Like that's crazy to me. But people is like that.
Hey, DJ 6999 in the building, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all sub up to her with her good music. And she does a lot of different other things too. Y'all check her out. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. But yeah, and then also too, what is like when you are used to having people encourage you, and when you have down moments, you're really expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you need people to be not selfish and really like, hey, I needed you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have
Yep.
to be like waving the flag. If I
Drowning.
say I
Hey,
lost somebody
hey.
today, and you just be like, oh well, I can't, it makes you feel some type
Mhm.
of way. Like, I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way because it's like, man,
Absolutely.
just even if you can't handle it, just even being on the phone with me or even telling me, D, I don't know what to say. But I'm gonna just sit on here, or we're just gonna do whatever even if we're in face
Exactly.
to face.
Mhm.
Girl, do
Mhm.
I need to cry with you? Well, what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? That means
Mhm.
so much to my mental and spiritual health. Because you're like,
Absolutely.
oh my God, thank you. Like, just even if we were silenced, the fact that you were there makes a difference to
A
me.
whole difference.
Like, it's just like you're here, even if you didn't know what to say, even if you didn't know what to do. Like, even with
Yeah.
my cousin, with her daughter passing away, I had no idea. And my other cousin, when she lost her son at 18, I didn't know what to say to her. I was just in her face. Like, I really literally was like, I stayed in town because it happened when I was in town, and I stayed. I stayed there, and when she needed me, and I was literally in her face. And she, even to this day, was like, girl, you didn't let up. I didn't know what to say, but if she wanted to say or cry or do something, I was going to be right there.
Exactly.
And it was just like, that's what I expect for those that are like-minded, or if we're connected some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Absolutely.
need that. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Sadi.
No, yeah, I was gonna say you absolutely need that. Oh, this is
You all
so
right?
good. This is all therapy. Yeah, I was driving, I was
Okay.
making it home.
It's soothing
And I
too,
was like
buddy.
listening and I was like, good podcast. Good shit.
It
So
is.
that's all.
Oh, okay. Just
But
making
I'm
sure. Look,
resonating with
see, did you
everything.
see how I just did that?
Yeah.
I'm like, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
driving through the
it's
snow, but
soothing.
it was beautiful.
Yes, it's very soothing to not
Mhm.
um talk about things that causes you to raise your anxiety. Cause it's soothing to come together and talk about positive things. And I think it should be a balance there. You know, we're gonna get into where you have debates as well.
Oh,
You can have
absolutely.
healthy debates. We don't have to agree with everything each other is saying. We could agree to disagree. If everyone knows how to do that and conduct themselves as that, because I love a good debate. I love a good
Hmm.
let's sit down. Let's because whether you know it or not, it's got to be a balance in the universe. We wouldn't know good if we didn't have bad. We would know a lot of things if it's a balance. You wouldn't know to cry if you was happy all the time. It's just got to be a balance there. We got to take the good with the bad as well, but also, like I said, know the balance. Know what you can take and know what you can't, and do not put yourself in jeopardy um trying to help someone who's pulling you down with them. Do not,
Right.
because that's their whole plan. And you'll be
Absolutely.
really, really surprised that of people who does this intentionally. You'll be
Yeah.
very surprised.
Very surprising. It could be so so with me, when we had to think about empath, knowing how I am, like I actually put out there what type of empath that I am. And I'm very transparent of like if I need what I need. Like if you say I'm like, this is how I like to be treated, or this is what I'm needed. And I'm gonna put that out there. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, then I have to say, okay, this is somebody that I can't count on for certain situations and reevaluate that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to think about, and it could be hurtful because even if it's family, you know what I'm saying? Like I have had that where, like, even as a parent, not me, but my parent, I felt like, man, y'all have no idea. There was things that I felt like my mom's not here. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed my mom.
Yeah.
And those type of things go into your adulthood and even in friendships and relationships, because it's like if I see any traits of something, I get triggered. And it's like, oh, so I learned to say, hey, this is bothering me. I want you to know that this is something that's affecting me, because that's the way I have to release. And I'm going to let you know that. And then if you sort of just throw me to the wayside, shout out to Dangerous. If you just throw me through the wayside, then that makes me be like, it's going to trigger something else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, is this something that's good for my healthy mentality? And Saudi, I seen you had went off mute. Was you going to say? Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
no, I was just agreeing with you. Hmm. Yeah, you gotta protect your heart, protect it. Once they show you one time, that's all it takes. Don't.
It's supposed to take one time, but some people are
And
hard headed like me.
I mean, shoot, weren't we all once upon a time in certain situations?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
supposed
but
to take one time, but I be all
Yeah.
I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and
Yes. I'm definitely a sucker for love.
me too.
yeah, and we're such empaths that we can't
Right.
help but to take that energy on and then be like, "Well, let me see how I can fix this." And then when you can't, you
Yes.
get frustrated, and you're
Exactly.
like, "Oh
Yes.
no, you're unfixable." Like, yeah, and
Right.
you are, but it's not what I'm supposed to do, and I'm not gonna drain my energy because you don't want to get it right, and you just like
Exactly.
sucking the energy out of me. That's crazy.
That
Mm-mm.
is.
It is.
We're all cracking up. No, that is like it's
For
so funny.
real.
Like I'd rather not drain the energy. If you're having a bad day, like I said, I'm gonna ask you, okay, what do you need me to do, Saudi? You want me to be here? You want me to leave? You want me to what do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so then that communication is clear. So I'm not making you feel no type of way, then I don't feel no type of way. We're going to talk about what needs to be done for this situation. If you like, I just need some time to myself to get my thoughts together, I'm going to respect that.
Mhm.
If you say, oh D, I need you to do this and that, or can you talk to me like this way, or can you do this, I'm gonna do that because that's gonna make you feel in a better mood or help you instead of making it go way to the left. You know what I'm saying? Then we both in our feelings. Now ain't nobody talking to nobody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
For no
that's
reason,
weird.
and we don't even know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been there. I've been there. I was like, this is stupid. What a waste of time and energy, girl. Like, you know?
Yeah,
You're like,
absolutely. So being healthy definitely has its effect on, I think, physical healthiness, mental and spiritual is all connected at the end of the day. It all works together to become a healthier you. From the way you're eating, from the way you working out, from the what you're reading, which for what you're taking in, all that works together to become a healthier you and a better, higher you. And I think we spend too much time, not that food is a thing, like food, we do need to definitely watch what we eat. But when you talk about being healthy, that's the first thing we go to is food. Oh, I need to work out. I need to be healthier this way. I need to drink more water. I need to stop drinking. I might need to slow down smoking. But there's other things in life that we need to focus on as well besides that. Our surroundings, what we're reading, that's why I had this live. How are you healthy physically, spiritually, and mentally? Because I believe it all works to make a better you, the higher version of you, and you need all of those things. Oh yes, of course. Like the focus, what sparked this was definitely the challenge that we have coming up of being fasting, detoxing our body. But look, we still got to be around like-minded people. We don't want to be while we're doing this fast. Oh, you just eating fruit? Oh man, is that all you doing? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make our whole purpose of what we're
right,
doing.
right. You got to be like, boop. You got to boop and go to the next
Yeah.
person. Like,
And
anyway.
then that tells me how you
That's all.
support me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Kimas was like, let me know that when you're doing this, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, of course, incorporate vegetables, but it still made me feel good. Like, okay. And then when like Greedy and Chrissy and Aladdin and Saudi, you already halfway do that too. Where other people's join, Warfare K, a lot of men are joining this challenge, and it was like, oh wow, we have a support system. And if you
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to do it, that was okay. It wasn't like, but I didn't want to hear that. If like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be
Yeah.
around that while I'm doing this because it's already going to take a lot of energy and focus to do it.
Mhm.
So
Right.
part of my healthiness is being around people that are like-minded, and it's going to be like, girl, what you ate, or hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You had a headache today. Okay, let's drink some water, do this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to uplift each other. And this has a big part on our detoxing and detoxing even people out of our life, unfortunately. Detoxing from YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
detoxing from social media, detoxing from watching something we ain't supposed to be watching. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
detoxing or
Mhm.
change, like Reedy says, in many forms to be a healthier you.
Look.
Hey, let's
I
go.
received that. I received it.
Absolutely. I just,
Mm.
very passionate about this, and I can feel that I need to fast because I really feel like I got a lot of buildup I need to get out. Like,
Yeah.
Fasting. You
Yeah.
know, when it get cold out, you get to comfy eat, and you be like,
You
hold on a
got
second,
real
wait a minute.
comfortable.
What season this is? All right, it's time for
yeah.
that's
So,
essential.
and like we should be doing this 3 to 4 times a year, if
Mm-hmm.
not often, especially when it comes like the food part. Of course, detoxing 3 or 4 times a year, but from spirituality, getting healthy mentally and spiritually, sometimes that's an everyday task for me.
Oh
Daily.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
If that's not right with me, girl, like when I did the challenge, and I haven't been doing as much as I used to, but Chrissy gave us the challenge of doing the challenge of I am, I love, I understand, I think, and all those different, and writing those words down. Like I felt the difference of when I'm not doing it. It's like, something's not right. So let me go do, or
Yep.
I don't meditate, or what people say, pray. If they don't pray, or if you're not talking or being around uplifted, I feel a whole different, like, why is my spirit this way? Why is my mentality this way? So to me, the food part is easy. to be honest, it's the other things that I had to really, really focus on. So I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be all work all together with me, it's gonna work
Absolutely.
to the benefit of me. Get my mentality right, D.
Hmm.
Get your spirituality right, D. You know what I'm saying? And let's see who else that might be struggling. And let's talk. And I know Greedy said he was gonna try to do lives, but since I have time on my hands, I might have to go live for him and just do check-ins with everybody. You know what I mean? How we
Right.
doing? How everybody's feeling? Because I think half of the time, and I say this all the time when I'm speaking or giving advice or giving what I've learned, I'm talking back to myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And we are.
Yeah, we talking to ourselves first, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like I encourage people, and people think it's weird, and I even have my grandkids and my kids do this. Go look in the mirror. Like my kids used to cry, and I used to tell them to go look at themselves in the mirror, and they would end up laughing because it's like I was like, you see how you look at your tears,
Goofy.
and they would start cracking up. They'd be like, "Mom, that ain't funny," but it's like I go talk to myself when I get out the mirror. On
Do that
what's
mirror
that
work.
movie? A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and when Martin gets out the shower and he like, yeah, girl, that I'll be doing that. When I get out the shower, I'd be like, hey, girl, hey, beautiful.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
you got this going on. Things like
Hmm.
that are really, really vital. Like those things like that help you. And
Yeah.
when I find myself not doing that, I'd be like, why? What did I get distracted? Why I'm not doing, girl, let me go in here and say how beautiful, or you don't even have to go in the mirror. But even though I just say that helps, at least do that once a day. Even if you don't want to, at least try it. See how to do. But I'll say, girl, you look good. Look at that avatar right there.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with being like that.
Yeah, positive self-talk. It's the opposite of what we are all we be doing. So I love that. I be having my Easter egg moments. I be like, dang, you so
Yes,
cute.
that
Yes,
was one of
dang.
my favorite
That's
shows.
crazy.
That and the one with what was being Mary Jane, because she used to write
Oh yeah.
affirmations and stuff all over, and I just like that
Girl,
is
I
so
love being Mary Jane. Oh
good.
Lord.
Yeah, these are
I
good.
used
I
to
love these
love
good
that.
black culture shows.
Yeah, girl.
Hmm.
Yes, and she would have them notes, and then when
Yeah,
she would get mad, she get to taking them notes down, and then when she
man.
get mad again, she'd be like, "Oh, let me put these back up or write some new
My
ones."
bad. Hmm.
That was a
Yes,
show
I
that I
love
was
it.
really,
Yes,
yeah.
I wish it would have stayed more seasons.
Yeah, yeah, it ended good, but yeah,
Yeah, it did.
definitely. Like there is things that you can watch that's gonna show you, hey, this can help you. You know what I'm saying? And to show
Yeah.
you life. People get spirituality, especially confused that your life is not happening. Yes, you're in your own world at that time, but when you get out of it, it's still the real world out there, people. There's still people that's
Right.
gonna hurt and do things. It's not
Be
that don't
aware.
go away.
Hmm.
It just helps you to deal with it and see things in a different way. You
Yep.
know, that's
A
just
rebirth.
my perspective of that.
Oh shit.
Like, because life is still gonna be. People ain't gonna because you being spiritual and trying to get conscious and do whatever you doing. Like the world's gonna stop. What? They gonna look at you like you crazy. No, you still gotta handle the world and be able to deal with the
Mhm.
world and the things around. And by you being the healthier you mentally, physically, spiritually, is gonna help you be like, it's okay. When even if it's another moment where we got to stay in the house, which drove me crazy. But anyway,
Uh,
but yeah, like that's what really made me tap in when that time, because I'm a social butterfly,
Mhm.
and that's how I got into YouTube too, because of that. Because I was like, I told Atlanta, I'm about to go crazy. I don't have no people interaction. And he
Yeah.
was like, you can get on YouTube and talk to people. I'm like, what you mean? I thought YouTube was just like you go and like I was already listening to people. I have people that I still listen to, Ralph Smart, Dolo, um, what's my girl? Lisa Nichols. I listen to it, and then like I said, different exercise, the meditation music. Even some oh, I can't remember the lady's name. She's a preacher. I can't remember her name. I listen to some of her stuff. Like, people think I don't listen to certain things, that I find meaning in a whole bunch of things.
Mhm.
You know, that just because I might think or believe a certain way doesn't mean I can't learn from something. You can learn a little bit. There's a lesson in everything. Like I said in my poem, there's a lesson. You got to take the lesson and just say, okay, this applies to me.
Mhm.
Oh, that was very enlightening, you know?
Mhm. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. This is a wonderful, wonderful talk. Let me
And I'm,
I
guys,
can't.
I told D, I'm shy. D like what? Yes, I am though. Like I had to sit back and read the room. I'm just one of them people that like I'm not finna jump in, and a lot of people take that as I'm trying to be. I don't know. Not, I don't even like to say uppity because that's where
Mhm.
everybody go to. Everybody go to that. No, I don't understand it, but I'm just really. Let me sit back here
Yeah.
and see what's going on first,
Yeah.
and then I can engage because I was a cheerleader, step team, all of it, and I still was shy. Everybody wouldn't think if you on all them teams and you doing a lot of school spirit stuff that you wouldn't be shy. D said that. I said I still was like shy,
Mhm.
like that must be that Capricorn in you because we very much like that, and I done met a few that is gonna just sit back for a minute and then you know then I engage. I have to see though. My mom and sister so friendly. They hey to the
Yes,
neighbors
me.
and
Yeah.
hey and I'm in the background looking at the neighbor like wait a minute.
Wow.
They look suspect. What's going on? What's good?
Mhm.
My mom and them like, hey, come up on the porch. You wanna play? We barbecuing, and I'm like, stop inviting people on the porch.
Oh.
I'm so like that. I told Kimash I'm the person where if there's a party and we're all engaging and that one person is in the corner and that I don't feel like they're engaging, and you probably see me do this, Heidi, I'll be like, hey, who are you? What you doing over here? Come join
Mhm.
the party. Don't be over here by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm that one
Mhm.
that
Y'all
that
the
does,
observers.
yeah.
You
Yes,
observing
and I'm that
everything in the
one
room.
person in the corner.
I
Cause
said
Mhm.
I'm
I was
looking at
totally
everybody
like
like,
be drawn to her. Like, I would be like, girl, come on over here. What you
And
drinking?
Kimaj gonna be like, I'm just observing, peeping the
And right.
game.
And I'm gonna give her time for a few minutes, for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and be like, you okay? You still okay, girl? You know you can still join us. You like, I'm gonna still come back.
and yeah, and I don't mean no harm to nobody when I do that. It's just like I just not so fast to be because that's another thing. Like D, you could be friendly, you could be friendly and not have no type of thing going on. You're not trying to get somebody. You're not having no agenda. But a lot of people you have to watch and see if they have an agenda because it's the way that the world goes now. So I be very careful. But my gut usually tell me. It never fails me. I promise you. When
Mhm.
someone come around me, I be like, this is not your cup of tea. Move back and move from around them, period. And I do it immediately. Okay, well, thank you. See you later. And you won't see me no more. Period. Because yeah, it's just something tells me it's not, and it's not to say the person, something wrong with the person. You just don't click with me very well, and it's
Mhm.
not to say something wrong with you. It's just something you don't we don't click. We won't get along. That's what I've been thinking in my head. Oh no, we won't get.
I'm sorry, Kimaj. Yeah. Ah,
Now
I
I
love
know
it.
on top if we go get
Yeah.
along. I'll be like, ooh, no, no, yeah, okay. I see you later. All in my head, like, girl, you won't see me no more.
And it's good to have people like her because I am,
Yes.
and my cousin
Yeah.
is like that too. It made me
Mhm.
be more aware,
Yeah.
like they'll tell you like, girl, you might want to watch, and I'll be like, for real. And because I know our dynamic, it makes me be like, oh, I really need to, okay, hold on, let me peep game real quick, you know what I'm saying? Let me
Right.
slow down being friendly. No.
Mhm. Right.
And I'm like, oh girl, you was right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Mhm.
like it's a balance. That's where like nobody is the same, because we're supposed to balance each other out. The creator made us that way. So hey, I can help you, like, be like, Kimash, I think they cool or whatever. And after you see, you're like, oh yeah, D, you was right. And vice versa. Like, girl, I told you. You know what I'm saying? We help each other. That's what nobody's gonna think this.
Definitely, yeah.
It's all
Nobody's
Definitely.
gonna
Because
think the
they be
same.
like, Kimash, Kimash, you a little okay. Well, look, now for real. Look, she didn't or they didn't. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, or whatever.
Yeah.
We could be cool, we could be cool or whatever. But I
absolutely.
just like very cautious
Yeah.
because and because of how I've been hurt too. You go off experience too. So I just know what will sit well with me. As far as like started your spirit is so gentle and warm, and I don't feel anxiety when I'm around you. Now I
Mhm.
don't been around plenty of females, and some are so combative in their heart, and they let it out through their mouth and so loud and
Mhm.
just always in an uproar. It's something that's wrong with their spirit, their energy jumping around, and you can't even get a hold of it to feel what it's about. It. So you're just like, okay, yeah, just stay away from me in your
Yeah,
head. Like, oh,
dismiss. Mhm.
gracious,
Mhm.
just stay away from
There's
me.
nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Dismiss.
Right. She
Mhm.
said they energy be jumping around. That's a
Oh,
good
I
way.
know some energy jumpers. I pictured a few people as soon as you said that. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
they be
You don't
willing.
even know how to catch it to feel it because
No.
it be everywhere, all over the place. And then you sitting there looking at the person like, what are you talking about?
Mm.
Okay, now I know. Excuse me.
Period. You
It's
heard me.
so funny. And I always say communication is the key. So even to be a healthier you, physically, spiritually, mentally, is communication. Your body has to communicate in all forms. And that's physically, knowing when something's not right too. Your body's going to tell you, like, the creator made us to heal ourselves. We ain't supposed to be taking all these medications and stuff. I believe the body was made to actually heal itself. And we've damaged it so much. I just know especially from personal experience of things that I've and took in my body. I know that's why, I'm like, oh, this is why this is going on. Communicating, your body communicates with you, and you have to respond back. If you ain't supposed to be eating that piece of cake and you got diabetes or something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mind is powerful, guys. It can actually help in your healing process. I promise it can. If you don't be around somebody saying, "Oh, girl, you look grim," "Oh, it look like this wouldn't be your last day," what? You sitting there like, why would you even say that? Oh
Right. Hi,
no,
Marlene. Thank you for
girl,
showing up.
you
Thank you,
know,
Marlene. Yeah.
and you
And then
just
communication.
and
Yeah.
they
You're
say
right.
things out their mouth that it's just like, come on. I heard of not having no tact, but you know better. Shut up. You don't have anything good to say. Just be quiet. Did your mom tell you that?
All the time. My daddy always said, if you ain't never
Told
had
me
nothing
that
else
all
to
the
say,
time
don't
too,
shut your
because
mouth.
I'm slick with it. And I still had to catch my mouth. I do. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to say that. Like I'm a work in progress, y'all.
Same.
But then sometimes because I went to the extreme, I went to stop talking and over communicating and then not doing it. And then the family was like, this is when we needed you to say something. We was hoping you said, and I'm like, oh, so I had to learn the balance of
Mm.
it as well, like when to communicate, when to express what I'm feeling to be, a healthier me as well, or healthy communication. That's what my point was. Like there's healthy communication as well, like the communication that makes you feel real good and especially in a relationship, one with a partner or whatever, that communication, when it's healthy and good, you feel so good. But that doesn't mean that we're not supposed to have the tough conversations.
Right.
That's a disservice because
Exactly.
you're going to think it's good all the time, and it's not.
And it's
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
It's not. And I'm
So
not
that,
saying don't be around nobody who don't agree with you. No, no, that's far as what I'm saying. What I'm saying is most of the time we get them feelings.
Mm-hmm.
We get them warnings, them red flags. And that's even out of relationship where it's still a relationship, it's just with um a relationship not just with our partners, relationships we have all day long, family members, friends. It's any relationship you get them red flags with. And if this person giving off things that that we always stop, we don't look at it. We be like, maybe if I do this or maybe.
hmm
And we always try to still be there and help because we think we see the light in them, but they don't see it. And one thing
right.
about it, if they don't see it, it's pretty too much you can't do until they
Yeah,
see it.
Exactly. Which is sad,
absolutely.
but
And it does, they don't realize that when you care about somebody, it hurts you that they don't see the goodness. That hurts you. You be like, man, you're so great. Like you have greatness in you, and like you hear these cliches, but it's really true.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Untapped
when you,
potential. Untapped potential
exactly
is so bad. It's a waste. You just be sitting there like, but you pretty much can't do anything.
Yeah, that can
right,
unhealthy emotional that you don't want from people. Because if we do that and then they just drain us, and the next thing you know, you don't know what else to give you, and the next thing you know, you turn into that negative Nancy and Debbie the Downer, and you catch yourself moving the same way. You like, mm-mm. Force
Exactly.
bill. So just protect your energy. Just be mindful and aware.
Exactly, sorry.
Yeah, just be
They
like, oh
infect
no.
you instead of you affecting them. They
Mm-hmm.
infect you. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't get that. You be trying so hard to help them and ended up in a hole with them and now you're infected and don't even know because you had your warnings. You had where you were told to get away. You had it and you end up like she said, a negative, nasty like they are and don't even know it. Then you look around and people telling you you ain't no better, so what are you talking for? You're like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I sure ain't. Show me the same characteristics that you were having with the person. Now you have them because they infected you instead of you affecting them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay. Let's welcome Lady Marlene Motivates has hit the platform. Welcome, Marlene.
Hey, Marlene.
Hey T, hey chatters, hey everybody. How are you doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for having me up.
Oh, of course. You're Marlene Motivates. Come on now. Did you want to chime in? We talked about so many aspects of being healthy, and if whatever you want to get, I know, Marlene, I don't know. You guys, all I can say is go to her channel.
Mm,
She be having me crying and laughing and everything, but she's very, very transparent, and that's what I'm gonna just say, that you need to really check out her channel. She's very transparent about her life. And I love that about her. And I don't get to always drop down. I be in the clouds and I'm like, she got me crying again. Like, but I appreciate your transparency, Marlene. But anything you want to talk about on this topic, you can go ahead and chime in.
Sure. I just got through, you know how I do it every season. I have a thing that I do for me. I feel like it purifies me. I go through my phone, my contacts, email, all contacts, and I see if there's anybody in there that gives me any indicator that are they using me, are they manipulating me, are they holding me back from my potential within. And if that's the case, then I put different things in for different people. Like I changed the contact name to slow down, like slow down from answering, or on punishment, on timeout. I changed people's name instead of the name. I put how I view them. And that's been helping me a lot, because when I look and it pops up and it says, don't answer if you're busy. Okay. Because when I try to be there and be supportive of them, they don't answer me if they're busy. They just say, I'm busy. So give people back the same energy that they give you. I'm very big on that. I don't have time to waste on people, because time is money, and money is a very precious commodity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That is
that.
amazing. I love that.
Mhm.
Girl, I might have to do that.
And I do. I love that.
Yes. You do that, Sadi?
Sometimes I do. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done that in, of course, when it's a bad breakup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
never answered Mr. Wrong or something, but I haven't done that
Right.
with everybody. And like what she said,
Right.
like, if you have somebody that's not answering or not there when you need, like, if you don't have the time, you should give that. Like, wow, that's like, I appreciate that. That's very, very good advice. Like, I'm gonna have to implement that. That's part of detoxing your life to be healthier. You know what I'm saying?
Reciprocate that same energy. It's only fair. Find that balance. That's all. I share to that. Yeah, I
Yes.
gotta start doing that.
I know. That's what I was thinking when she's saying, because I was like, yeah, of
It
course
makes
I've done
sense.
it with
Yeah.
bad relationships. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Like, oh, that's Mr. Wrong. Never answer again. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't
Mm-hmm.
done it to like family or friends. And there's some that I really felt like back home that have not been there. You're supposed to be my best friend, and I ain't heard from you in years. You don't even know my condition and things. You know, you've heard it, but you haven't acknowledged it. So why should I make that time for you when you call me? Man, that is very powerful, Marlene. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? I would make a suggestion too, Dee. I sent out a different text for different people. It depends on the way you're feeling. Like sometimes it's just all my spirit, where I feel like I need to address something. So when you feel something is on your spirit and you need to get something out, if somebody offended you or they weren't there for you, take that time in that moment to make a long email or write an actual letter with pen and paper, and send them a letter. It's very purifying to your soul to get those things out. I've sent letters to my brothers, my sisters, anybody, my friends. You have to tell people how they make you feel. We think that people know exactly how we feel, but that's an assumption, because they may be going through their own battles. And that may be the reason why they're not there supporting you, but it still does not take away from the pain that you feel from not getting
Mhm.
what you needed to receive. So when something, I try my best to give people the benefit of the doubt and forgive them. But if it's something that is constantly like nagging me, I said, no, I have to inform them how much it cut me. So yeah, do that.
I share.
Yeah, I've had to. I know I took a course in a lesson to forgiveness blended healing, had a whole course, and that was one of the things to write letters. I had to write to my mom, to my brother, to friends, and I had to do that. And um, the first person that did that to me was actually my son. He sent me a letter, and I'm like, why is he sending me a letter? But when I read the letter and it really seen how he felt, and it wasn't bad, but it was like there was things that I didn't even notice that I had done as a mother. You know, I'm thinking I'm this great mother, and of course we're not perfect, and I know I'm the best mother that I could be. And it was still very enlightening to get that letter from him. And then I had to write letters to my mom, dad, friends, or people that I thought have that I needed to express. And I did feel better when I was doing those letters, but I might need to do that again. You know, I feel like that. Go ahead, Sadi.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm working on my letters and I've sent some too. So it's definitely healing because you're releasing it. You're like, I don't care if you read it, burnt it, read it, whatever you did, I release it. I let it go. So that's important. And then I have letters to still work on for sure. Mm. Yeah, healing is never over. You just continue to do it until you're better than yesterday. So I shaded
Um,
that, Marlene. Thank you for that.
you're welcome. And another thing that I do with my best friends, the people that I love, the my friends that have become my sisters. We send letters to each other, letters to support our spirit. Um, like I'll write letters to one of my best friends the other day and told her how much she's impacted my heart, how she's helped me to grow to be the woman that I am today. It's important to write those letters too. We usually just think about getting things off of our chest of things, people that have hurt us, but also
Mhm.
remember to give support to the ones that have helped us and healed
Mhm.
our heart.
Yeah. Hey, Sharon, my sister is in the building down there. Thank you for showing up. Oh, I know you had a busy night, so thank you for popping in. That is a very good point. I need to really do that because I try to do that in my poetry. Like I think a lot of people know when there's a poem about them. So like I use that as well, and then I'm saying it, but them actually having that letter to show my greatness, that's something I'm definitely going to implement as well. Because I do that. Like I said, I do that in my poetry. And then when I have those nights where, and they can tell, oh, that was for me, or she was talking to me, and it'd be like for grateful, even like to friends, families, or whatever. There's a lot of, but actually sending those letters of gratitude, I can see how that can make a very good, very, very good difference in that. So, yeah, great advice, great tips of, like I was saying with our subject, the being a healthier you is physical, mental, and spiritual. We focus so much on eating right, exercising, and that's what we go to when we hear healthy. And it's so much more than that. It's so much more than the physical side. To make that physical side work, we definitely have to implement everything. And these tips that you're giving and this here talking up here like women, like this is what we're I say this all the time because I brag. This is how women are supposed to act on this app to me. Like have conversations. And we all don't think alike. When we don't all have the same views, but to be able to have these conversations and grow is so uplifting to me. Like this makes me happy. This makes me feel all nice and warm inside.
Oh,
Because it's like we're doing, yeah.
I
What you say,
agree.
Sadi?
No, say I was agreeing to that. I love it. I love the space you've created. Beautiful. It's art. It's art.
Oh,
Yeah. But
you are you all right?
me, yeah, I'm in the bed. Can you tell?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
was I was great. And it's the snow. The snow's falling, the
Oh,
hearts are falling.
I kept forgetting it's
Oh,
snowing.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah.
you
snowing
ain't
in
got dance
Colorado.
party.
Yeah, it's a blizzard outside. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh,
the kids called me today, my the younger one, and
mm,
she was having contractions, and I'm like, oh God, but they'll get
oh,
there.
yeah.
Napo will get her there. He ain't gonna mess with her. So, but yeah. So they did call me and tell me because I know you told me that it was snowing, and then they called
Mhm.
and said that as well. So it's still that means it's coming down. If it's still
Yeah.
going, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad
but
you made it home safely. I'm glad you made
me
it home safe.
too. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, that it makes you be like, oh, and then you,
Yeah, and
like I
I'm
said,
listening to you
that's good.
guys, and then I'm like, watching the hearts, and I'm like, yeah, we're all gonna heal, healthy, spiritually, mentally. Ashe, it's beautiful. So I'm just sipping my tea, and I can't wait to, continue in the dream realm about this beautifulness. Ashe.
I say, definitely. Um,
and I just wanted to add something, ladies. I was thinking the other day, talking to some of my best girlfriends about wellness, and wellness also involves the things that you are thinking about yourself. We usually think about the impact of our wellness from the people who pull from us, but also it has to be what we're putting into our own minds, how we are viewing ourselves, our own self awareness. Is so important to tap into, not only what other people are doing to us, but what are we doing for ourselves.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm an advocate of self-love.
Mm-hmm.
I preach that so often because I know in my dark moments, and you do expect, sometimes we expect a little bit too much, and sometimes we don't expect nothing, but I learned to find that love within myself. And at the time when I was going through them dark moments, I was so upset. Like, where's everybody at? I'm mad and all that. And then what I took it is it was a lesson for me to find that self love within me, and that's why I'm able to go through some things that people might not be able to. Like I just went through something drastic with my job, and I told the my boss, "Well, at least it's me, because I don't think a lot of people would be able to handle this." And she was like, "Look at you saying this! Like who says stuff like this?" And I'm like, "I know, right?" But I was okay with that. Like I knew
Mhm.
that I had going through this hard time, that I had the strength to that I'm gonna be okay. And I knew that I was gonna be okay because I said I've been through what I thought was the end and it wasn't. So I know that I'm able to have the strength to go through anything. And it's because I do have self-love. And that self-love brings those around that are like-minded and feel the same way.
Not sure.
Yeah. So
That's how you grow. It takes a community. It takes accountability within yourself and others. And yeah, that's how we all grow. We gotta bloom. So
and just knowing where to, like I said, I go to a lot of content like Marlene. I know that if, and I say this, she's like blended healing to me. Like I know if I'm feeling down, I know there is something on her page that I could be like, oh, let me listen to this. And then like blended wasn't going live like in the morning because she was like my morning, because she's on the East Coast. Most of the people that I connected with are on the East Coast. So they're going. And so by the time I go, she didn't do her morning motivation or her lives. I was like, what's going on here? Like, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So having those like-minded people there, yes, there's negativity on social media, all platforms, but you have the power within you to find the like-minded ones and ones that are going to help motivate you. It's your choice at the end of the day. Like when I, like I said, when I was in those, and I guilty of being in listening to people arguing and stuff. And I'm like, D, what is you doing here? You don't even need to be here. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? So I was in control of that. And I knew that I had to do like, girl, get on out of here, go to something or click the X button. I say that in the moment. And I was like, see that button down there? I tell people all the time, see that little button at the top or wherever it is, exit. That's all it takes. And that even means TV. There's certain shows that I don't even entertain anymore. Like I've said that before. I used to be really into those reality shows. And then I'm like, what am I doing, girl? And half of it's scripted. This ain't real. And there's real life situations going on. So finding that love for yourself definitely helps you to use discernment and, find the people you want to be around. And sometimes I get down on myself because I'm like, dang, I thought that was one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? Like I get sad when people don't see the good in them. It does bother me, and that's because I'm that empath that does that. And so I continue to work and struggle with that because it does bother me sometimes. Like, man, they're so great. Why don't see this? Like, and sometimes you allow them to get away with more because of that. And I have to learn, no, D, don't do that.
mm-hmm.
That's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great thought, Dee. One of the things that I always like to do is to continuously um, check in and tap in to the people that I love. And I have to, I don't know how to express it, but in other words, I have to make them not only know I love them, but also to prove that I love them, because you can say love, but love is an action word. Maybe at the time, the way that you are giving them love is what they need, but that love evolves, it changes, and you
Mm.
have to check in and see if the love that I am giving you now, is it what you need, or
Ooh,
has it expired?
ooh, I needed that. Wow.
Mhm.
Thank you for that. Like, woo, that's woo. Okay, see, here we go. That's what I'm telling you.
Mhm. Mhm. She said
I
it's
really needed
expired.
that one right there. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, there's things when you know it's meant for you,
Mm-hmm.
you like, because I've been trying to figure something out, and I'm like, what is it? And maybe the love has evolved, it's changed, and I could be handling it totally not the way it's supposed to be handled, or maybe I just need to move on. So thank you, Marlene. I'm telling y'all better tap into Marlene.
You know,
Yeah.
I was just talking to my brother, and he's the one that had to upgrade my mind in that aspect. He said,
Mm,
I appreciate the love that you're giving to me. He says, but you're loving me the way I needed to be loved 5 years ago.
mm,
He said that love, he said that was the love that I needed to be the man I was 5 years ago. He says, I've moved past that many moons ago. I need you to
mm,
love me for who I am right now in my present. So my love had to elevate to his
mm,
level of his expectation of love. So I had to go inside of myself and not get in my feelings, but realize that to constantly grow as a woman, I can't just stay there. I have to say, yeah, I want to grow, and he's grown. So you can't continuously love somebody in your level of comfort. No, you have to love
mm.
people at their level of comfort.
Very deep, very deep. Especially
Mhm.
hearing that from a man, because they don't express that. So, like, I love when men hear story where men are saying things like that, because that teaches us as women how we handle them. Like, so that is very enlightening. Elevating your love, everybody. We have to see what level of love they're at, and we might have to elevate. That's amazing. That's a very good message. Very,
That's,
very good. Very, very
mhm.
good.
You might have to put a cap on it. Like, that's all you get. That's hard to do sometimes.
Oh, girl, you're not you.
Like,
Yes, because
sometimes if you don't give enough, you be like, no, they deserve more love than that. That balance is
right.
the challenge of the balance. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
like she said, taking our feelings out of it and made really
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I need to change the way I love you. That's so
Mm-hmm.
deep. I think that's gonna be a poem title. Ding 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 ding.
Hey, it sounded very poetic,
Change the way I
actually.
love you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Ooh, this is good. This is good, ladies. I enjoy this, building this, and like I said, my platform was for to people to express, even if I don't agree with you. I want people to be able, because sometimes they need to just talk. Go ahead, Marlene. I see you want to speak. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say that one of the things that I had to learn is that I learned that from the word on his
Mhm.
platform. He was talking about it one day, and it really fed me. He fed me so deeply that day when he said that most of the time women, we are operating in our emotions, but men are operating in logic. So if you're trying to express something and you're only talking about things from an emotional standpoint, and he's talking about logic, teaching and being fed, you're never going to be on the same page, and you will never understand each other. So one of the things that I've been doing, especially in dealing with men, is asking, are you speaking to me logically or emotionally?
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Right. And I do know that, and I worked so hard on that, and then sometimes you forget when you work on something that you got to put it into practice, and when it's time sometimes you forget that you like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be prepared for this, but it catches you off guard. So
Mhm.
just having that reassurance, like, because I know exactly what you're saying, because I was able to do that with like the men in my family, but now I have to learn to take it outside of that. You know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, and not taking it personal. Like I said, that second agreement of not taking things personal. I had to always try to go with that, because it's hard not to take things personal, because we're emotional, sensitive. That emotion of sensitivity is in us, and we have to, that's something that we as women have to work on. So shout out to the word too. He gives the perspective of the men as well. I love that, how he'll speak and tell men what they need to do too. So shout out to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to add one more thing before I hop off. I think it's something so wonderful what you're doing here on your platform, Dee. I really celebrate you. I'd love to give other ladies and powerful gentlemen their flowers while they're still here to receive them. Keep going on your journey. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you, Marlene. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. And likewise. And I got time on my hands, so I will be definitely, I want to do like a one-on-one, because I love your energy. So my time is coming where I have time on my hands and we'll be able to do it. So I'll be definitely reaching out to you.
No doubt, Dee. You know I'm open. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Peace and
Thank
love.
you.
Send up, Marlene.
Good night.
Good night. Whew, that was nice, guys. I needed to, man, always on time.
Mhm.
I don't care who you believe in, always on time. Because I'll be having, why? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Look who they came. Hello.
Hi, ladies. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hey,
Hey.
Leslie. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just hopped on real quick because before I gotta get ready, pack, and go out to Vegas tomorrow. Mama, D, where you are?
When you coming?
I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
You coming to the game or what?
I'm coming to the game. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, and then I'll be coming back Tuesday.
Okay, get my phone number from Saudi,
Okay, I
because
will for sure.
I have time.
Okay, I told her let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yay. I was just telling Kimash before this live, like I've met you guys. Like I'm like, they've seen me, like they know me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So absolutely, yes. Oh, that's exciting. You're going to, girl. I'm low key jealous, but go ahead.
I'll definitely get your number from her ASAP.
Yes, yes. So yeah, we can definitely get together Monday or whatever, whenever. Just let me know. Where are you staying at?
I'm gonna be staying at an Airbnb. It's like 15 minutes away from the strip, but
Okay.
I can still meet you anywhere because I have a rental. So we'll do something for sure.
Okay, absolutely. Yes.
What was
We
the
can definitely.
topic? What did I miss? What am I?
Oh,
I want to
girl.
hear
Are
it.
you,
Mhm.
how healthy are you physically, spiritually, and mentally?
Oh, that one's a good one.
Yeah. Catch the replay, girl. It's
Yeah.
very good. Marlene just dropped some jewels up here, and we've been dropping jewels on each other, and it was really, man. When I tell you, because I be need answers, and sometimes I don't know how to say the
Mhm.
question. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to say it, but I don't know if it's sounding corny or anything, especially, I mean, I'm transparent up here as well, but
Right.
like if we were in person, it'd be a lot easier. But exactly what I needed is what she said, like just out the blue. I was like, wow, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very grateful for her because I needed to hear that reminder. We were just talking about how, physical, we automatically think of, oh, I got to eat right, exercise, and all that. When we hear the word healthy, that's where we tend to go to that part.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much more to that. But we are having a challenge that Greedy that I'll show before we end. A fruit fast for 5 days. He's challenging people, and a lot of us are doing it. So we're just gonna uplift each other to detox our body. He calls it giving our body an oil change. That's what he calls it. So, because
Absolutely.
we need
And
to
that's
do that.
needed.
We were talking about how physically and mentally as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Peace
Yeah.
and love, KB.
Peace and love, girl.
You be careful because I heard it's snowing out there. So hopefully you can get out of there.
Oh my God, I know. And there's a 70-minute delay at the airport already. I got an email
It's
Yeah.
really bad. Be careful.
When are you leaving? Tonight or tomorrow?
tomorrow. I'm leaving at 8 a.m.
Oh, you gotta go
Okay,
stop by Mama
hopefully.
D's.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
definitely. But I want you to have safe travels. Safe
Yes.
travels.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I just did a little
Yeah.
getaway trip. I feel like I get so caught up in working
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that I just need to take that break for a minute. I'll be back to
Absolutely.
reality here in about 3 days. But I just,
Yeah, self-care, self-love,
for
travel.
sure.
I'll be happy when all you guys come.
Absolutely.
Seriously, we should plan a girls' trip to try to go out
Yes,
there and visit you for sure.
Absolutely.
absolutely. And oh man, so you got our Airbnbs are so like bomb out here. It's very rare that the bigger they are, the better they are out here. You'll think you're in a mansion. A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard.
Yeah.
I usually go with my friend, but the one that we're staying at, it's not. We got it so last minute.
Oh yeah.
So we got basically what we could get. It's called Oasis.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That's what the
Mhm.
place is called. That's what they named their Airbnb, but it looks pretty cool.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. So it's a lot going on out here. So hopefully
Be
you can make
careful.
it out here and
Yes.
Yeah.
we could get together, do lunch or something. Well, I won't be
Mhm.
eating that much. I'll be on my fruit diet, but it's okay. We can still
That's
hang out.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah. Fruit fast,
for
I should say.
sure. Of course.
Yeah,
Let me see.
absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining, guys. What is
Of
it?
course.
2:33. Oh.
I still haven't packed, to be honest. I'm like,
Ooh,
what's the
girl.
What are
weather
you
like,
talking
Mama D?
about?
What's the weather like out there right now?
Well, it has been raining, but it's been raining. So be prepared because it's been raining every day.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a little chilly because people don't think that Vegas gets cold, and it does. It's the desert, so you still get cold. So definitely be dress like sweaters, and if you can, if it gets hot, you could take the sweater, but by night you're gonna have to put the sweater back on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that. Dress like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
Because I was like, what should I wear? Because I don't know what it's like.
Yeah,
But I
it's
remember
been
last
raining.
year.
I have not had a day where it has not rained.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for telling me that. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, so dress fallish, definitely. And at night the temperature is it has dropped.
Oh,
So
my
yeah.
goodness. Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I'm definitely going to pack some sweats and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Well, have fun. Be safe, guys. Love you.
Oh, thank you.
Safe
Thank you.
travel. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hoodies and tracksuits. Yep. That's what she said. Marlene said in the
And
chat.
keep your
Absolutely.
head on a swivel.
For sure.
Saying, Super Bowl, Vegas. Just, you're
Man,
aware. Stay on
yeah.
your P's and Q's.
Because I'm not going nowhere near that strip, honey.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
probably
no.
crazy.
unless I was already, when there's events like this, I would already have to be on the strip. When you're already on the strip, you're good. But trying to go in there is, ooh, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be, what airline are you coming off of?
Frontier.
Okay.
And so that one, I don't know. I'm just like, ugh. But
Yeah.
they said that they're expecting over 2 million people.
Yeah. I have not. My cousin works at the airport. So she's like, she has to work tomorrow. She has to actually go in at 4:00 in the morning. So yeah, I'm not strip wise is not, I'm not going nowhere near that. And now if you're gonna walk on it, but like she said, it's a lot going on. So, and then most of the stuff is off the strip going on too. So they'll let you know. So maybe we could go to something. Ain't no telling what's around.
Let me know
Yeah.
for sure. I'll definitely go up there. I want to try some cool places, some good food. I've been there, but I haven't really been off the strip. And I want to go to some hole in the wall places, you know, that are good off the strip.
Definitely. There's a couple of them. We'll see, because I know people are still going to be trying to be here. So we'll see how the vibe is, because, you know, I don't like being around all them people. I don't know them. I'm just kidding.
I hear
But
you.
yeah, definitely. So just, get my number from her. And too bad you're not bringing Saudi, but it's okay.
I know. Next time.
I would have loved to go with her.
In divine timing. Watch, you'll see. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna see y'all though. Well, I'll see Leslie, and then I told you you'll be seeing me soon.
Yeah.
Especially if she have contractions. So March, I'll definitely be out there.
Okay, definitely. Beautiful.
And we'll still be doing the Love Palace, y'all. Laptop will be going with Yeah. All righty, guys. With your last words, thoughts.
Just peace and love to everyone who came and was in the chat, and resonated and shared, and you know, just make sure you're able to do the work to maintain this healthy, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally relationship with yourself. And yeah, if you don't know, now you know. Ashe.
Okay. Kima, she's still with us? She might be doing something. Yeah, so definitely, let me do my little advertisements though. I forgot. Let me do my promos. So we have, of course, Blue Moon, which is on Instagram. She is called Fifth Dimension. She does different crochet items and different things. And she is on Instagram as well as Facebook under Blue Moon Goddess. And then tomorrow, Dre Cobbs has an interview going on. Check my community wall for the exact place, because I was looking on the flyer and I think it said it, but I'm not sure. And I think he's dropping a new song tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, here's the challenge: 5 days of fruits, better health and energy. Greedy Vegan, join the challenge. I'm sure he might try to tap in tomorrow and say something, or I might get with him if he needs me to go live so we can see if everybody's ready. But Greedy, he's been going live as well. And then let me see. We got 2 more promos. Okay, these are actually videos. So we got this one.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I got greedy. Well, we'll just let me remove that, y'all. Let me remove
I
that.
love that.
So we got a lot of good things, and if you guys have something that you guys want to promote, anybody in the chat, Big Dog Philly is also a big promoter as well. He will promote your stuff as well. I am doing networking with love, so I'm gonna have quick live. The networking with love is for content creators to promote their channel, talk about a little bit about their channel, and then during the week, I'm going to promote for 2 weeks, promote your channel as well. And I will be sharing the information with Big Dog Philly as well, because if you send it to him, he's going to show it. So that's what the networking with love is. And excited to have brunch and tea with Kimash and D. We're going to have
Hey.
that going on. We're going to try to, I think we're going to try to at least do a pilot on Monday or Tuesday. We're getting things in order. We're excited about that. We're going to just have affirmation, actually talk about tea, talk about fashion, talk about Amazon things that we probably don't need, but we like, oh, it's on sale today, perfume and anything like that, all positive energy. So, and also content creators, we're going to be speaking about content creators as well. So we're excited about all these great things that we have coming up, y'all. So that's what we got going on.
Ashe.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So yes, definitely. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead. You got your last words, Kimash?
Well, my last verse is this was a great live, ladies. As per usual, I had a great time and good information. We
Yeah,
hope.
I just did our promos. Did you get to see it? I did our promo.
Yeah, I came in at the end. I had to
Mhm.
take a ladies' room break, but yeah,
You want to talk about what we gonna be talking about, Kimash?
yeah, different things, informative for women and men. We're gonna have different trivia's going on, things about perfume, DIYs, sales that you might not know that's going on, giving y'all tips on how to save here and there. Cause I was very bad. Well, I'm still kind of is impulse buyer, but I found myself knowing how to control myself better. When I get to that counter and I done bought 3,000 lip gloss. And I still be like, well, I haven't had this one. Girl, how many lip glosses you need? But yeah, yeah, just women topics as well as men. Everybody could come and
Mhm.
see if you could get some or offer information. You could offer your information as well. And we could
Mhm.
all like support each other that way.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, it is 2 hours and 32 seconds. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and close. I want to thank everybody that came out and supported in the chat. Always, I love the chat, y'all. Loving on each other, saluting each other. Thanks for, of course, Saudi Queen and Kimash, as usual, the lovely Saturday at the Love Palace. I appreciate you guys genuinely. Thank you for the conversation and engaging and
Hmm.
being transparent. Thank you, Marlene, for definitely giving me an eye opener and something to really think about. I appreciate that. And like I said, all the content creators, make sure you guys sub to each other because I said we're not going to say that we're not big content creators. We are all big content creators. We just have the support of those that really want to follow us, period. Huh, Kimash, period. So,
Period.
with that being said, in my Miss Renee's voice, she's not here to do it today. If anybody didn't tell you that they love you, know that Goddess D, Kimash, and Sadi loves you. And in
Hmm.
my words, go tell somebody that you love them, and those that you don't love, tell them you love them as well. And I am going to take us out. Oh, I think this is a good one. Hold on. One of our favorites. Let me put this up. with Greedy Vegan and King of Higher Self, Goddesses, because I feel that's timely. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. Greedy.
We will have nothing without our mama.
Nothing. Yeah.
Our goddesses, our goddesses. Where would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would man think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughter. Yeah, we need our goddesses, our goddesses. How would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would men think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughter.
Yeah. I think of your ways, your love never cease to amaze. Your sweetness is praised. This where I find some peace these days. Beaching with babes, red grapes, peaches and shades, a leaf with some haze, that good wine, kiwi and lime. She be my kind and style, my everything here and now. That smile is something to see and comfort in me. It ain't another place that I would comfortably be. You're like a freedom. I gave you my truths and you received them. The reasons that I've changed be easing me through these pains. Explains how I'm nothing without you. Something about you, I gotta get out here and be great for you. Plan to cop a crib with some land by the lake for you. A break for you. Open my eyes. You gave me hope and ways to cope when I feel like I'm losing it. You hold me and say no. Your love's dope and I need you. Be piercing my heart like a needle. Wanna hug and squeeze you.
Our goddesses, our goddesses. Where would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would man think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughter. Yeah, we need our goddesses, our goddesses. How would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would men think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughter. Yeah. Goddesses, my goddesses, paradise she hypnotized me with, her seductive lids, new magnetic and fire shit. I don't know what my problem is, although I can't get a grip, I still never let her slip. Your touch can create peace in my soul, inspiration from my examination of your creation has me achieving my goals. You my motivation to finding how to heal my soul. Keep it real when it's real, she taught me how to heal, she taught me how to feel, she taught me how to deal with the emotions that a man may feel. And for the home cooked meals, infinite gratitude, mama. Thanks for being there through all of my drama. Speaking of drama, y'all can be crazy, but that ain't stopping the option of you being my lady. Besides, between your thighs is that juicy passions that can seduce my savage. It's calling me, gotta have it. Her loving is how I function, no discussion. Our goddesses, our goddesses. Where would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would man think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughter. Yeah, we need our goddesses, our goddesses. How would we be without our goddesses? Our goddesses. How would men think without our goddesses? We would have nothing without our mama. Shout out to the auntie, sister, wifey, daughters. Yeah.